Yeah, we got a guest tonight. We got Louis Kasman. He's back. Um, Obviously he's been going through a little thing with his deceased mom. He's back to come back on the scene, and we're more than delighted to see him back. Not because of this show. Fuck this. I mean, just for him, him to be back. That means he's slowly getting. He's in a better place. It's hard to lose a loved one, especially your mom. So we're elated to have Louis back.
Yeah, he's going to come on. He was supposed to come on a little while back, but obviously, some unfortunate things happened. Many of you might be wondering about his arrest. Is he going to talk about it? Yeah, he wants to talk about it. I think we'll probably talk about that first. We'll get his side of the story, the status of the case. If there really is much of a case, I really don't know. All we know is the police report. So that's that side of the story. So we'll get it from Louis as well. I think let's just bring Louis on. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Louis, and we will bring you on. All right, he is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Louis Kasman. What's up, buddy? How are you?
What's up, everybody? Nice to be here. Thanks again for all your deepest sympathies. I truly, truly appreciate it from my heart. Truly appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's good to be here. So what's going on? Happy birthday, Frank.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel it, believe me. But it's good to be here. It's good to feel loved. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. What the fuck was that?
What?
I read something I really didn't like.
I read it too. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, that's not cool. Okay. Anyhow.
I got my cat here for you, Louis. I made sure to have the cat. Are you happy about that?
Yeah, I'm glad. I love that cat. Love that arm going.
I'm gonna get one that does a middle finger.
Exactly. Send it to me.
So, Louis, you
go ahead, Bretsky.
Got arrested. There's a mugshot of you out there. It hit the mob genre, the mob tube streets. Everyone was, not everyone, but some people were putting it up. And then we got some of the police report. According to the report, says you called the police after an incident. The incident ended up not going in your favor. I guess they decided to take you in after what we read is that you called the police about a physical altercation. But that did not go in your favor. So what's the real story? What happened?
Okay. My mother was in hospice and being cared for. And I put these places, you can't trust them, Frank. You cannot trust them. So I put cameras up in the room, and I programmed it to my phone. So I'm watching this in real time. You ever watching something and you can't believe what you're seeing?
Yeah.
I see my mother. Now understand, my mother had dementia. So your brain, you can't swallow after a while. You can't take your medicine after a while. Your brain tells you nothing works. No liquids, no food intake. I wouldn't allow a feeding tube or anything like that. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the phone. I was checking it sporadically. And all of a sudden I look and I see my mother on the floor. So I quit talking to my phone. I say, yo, what's going on? So I startle them. So, they start stuttering. I quick jump in my car and I'm about 20 minutes away. So I get there. She's still on the floor.
What?
Still on the floor. Now, my mother was 120 pounds. Okay. I had private staff there. The main person I had there was 300 pounds, 280 pounds. She couldn't lift my mother up.
Exactly.
So I flipped out. I went fucking crazy. And she turns around to me, this one girl. She says to me, she says, I'm going to fuck you good. Just like that. She goes to the drawer and she scratches her arm with a fork, Brett. Now you got to understand, you're in Florida now. Okay, you're in Palm Beach County. Somebody's getting locked up when they get a call from a healthcare worker.
Yeah.
Now, I initiated the first call. She didn't call. So she scratches her arm. They come. I would say you would think there was a robbery in progress. I want to say nine sheriffs come. Nine cop cars come.
Jeez.
So I tell them the story. A sergeant comes, a lieutenant comes. I don't. Maybe when they put you into the computer, certain things pop up. I don't know how that works. So and they're siding with me. Yes, you're right. You're right. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So I'm walking out of the room. So this one lieutenant comes over to me. He says, "It's unfortunate, but turn around. You're under arrest." She has marks on her arm. Never touched it. They locked me up. It takes them about 2 hours to transport me. They transport me to the county jail, and I'm in jail about 28 hours. That's the process till you get from intake to classification. And a lot of nice people in there. One Marine was in there, big 250-pound big guy, and very nice guy. And so it's very primitive down there, Frankie. The phones don't work. Push one, push two. It's not an up to date. Palm Beach County is not up to date. So I reached out to my family, and in Florida, it's 10% of your bond. They bond you out down there, Brett.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I'm in there and whatever, and the next morning you go to court. And the court is in the same building where you're being held. They take you downstairs at 6 o'clock in the morning. They keep the temperature in this facility at approximately 55 to 60 degrees.
Shit.
So it's kind of cold.
Oh.
And you only have a pair of socks on and underwear. And then they give you those, the doctor suits that they wear, those, what do they call them?
Scrubs.
Scrubs. They give you scrubs to wear and Crocs on your feet.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But they put you in the holding cell, and you're there for hours. They get you there at 6. You're all in the same building. And by the time you get to the judge, it's 11 o'clock. So the judge, I finally get in there, shivering, freezing, whatever. And the judge, he says, Mr. Kasman, tell me the story. I said, well, Judge, I'm pleading not guilty. He says, no, I understand that. So I tell him part of the story. He says, my mother died of dementia. He says, so I understand what you're going through. Mm-hmm. So I said, oh, I appreciate that, Your Honor. So I figured he's going to say, ROR me.
Yeah.
So then the state attorney stands. Well, Judge, this is a criminal we have here. Look at him. Yeah, well, he's been arrested. I mean, he's involved with organized crime. This is a mafia guy.
Yeah.
So the judge looks at the state attorney. He says, excuse me, what are you talking about? Mr. Kasman, he says, I have to do something, he says. So I'm going to release you on $1,000. He says, so you have to he said, do you have $100? I said, I think I could raise that, Judge.
Yeah, yeah.
So now picture this, Brett. Now you go back. It takes you another 5 hours to get back to where you're in.
Yeah.
So 2 o'clock in the morning, they holler my name. Now they entered me in the computer wrong. They had me in as Kasman Lewis instead of Lewis Kasman. So I never respond to Kasman. I was Lewis Kasman. So I don't know if I'm dreaming. I'm here. Lewis Kasman, pack it up. 2 o'clock in the morning. So I said, could you say that again? So they call me. So I go down and they release me. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I get released. I go home. So the next day I get up and I call the very prominent lawyer in Palm Beach County, a female lawyer, wonderful. And I tell her the story. She looks up the case. She says, let me get back to you in a day. She gets back to me, she says, all the charges were dropped against you. You never should have been arrested. It's a disgrace that they did to you. It's over. Done and over. Go live your life, she says. I says, can I get a letter of apology? She laughed. She says, they should give you a letter of apology. And that's the end of it.
Wow.
Oh, and she says, by the way, don't forget to send me my fee. I said, no, of course not, Joe. I understand.
Yeah.
So the lady said, or the cops took you in under the suspicion that you physically assaulted this woman.
They charged me with a light touch felony assault. Could you imagine? Light touch felony assault.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, Brett, this is Florida.
Yeah.
This is, we're in the dark ages back here.
Yeah, they don't
this
fuck
is,
around.
you know, somebody, you call a deputy to your house, somebody's getting locked up. And you have to understand the element, when you call that element, and they're all part of the same family. You get my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of tough, but you know, it all worked out in the end. But you know what amazed me? Like you know, and I don't want to mention anybody's name because I don't want to make them too important than they are. How people, that one individual, that one scumbag, breaking news. I thought I'm not
what
that
was
important.
that all about?
Listen, I thought I'm not that important. I thought I was a nobody. He didn't have nothing to do with Gotti. He didn't know Gotti.
Who told you that?
Oh, Nate, that raccoon from Philly, that plays with the Amish cows, and this one and that. I thought I was, you know, whatever. But breaking news on that raccoon's channel.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay.
You didn't get that. I'm not saying that he's out of queue, and you know,
No, because it could have been 2 or 3 people you were talking about.
Amish
So now
cows?
I know.
Yeah, I mean, even JJ reached out and says, "Hey, Lewis, you know, I offer you my sympathies to you." And me and JJ used to go back and forth all the time. In fact, he called me today. He said, "You know, I just want to, you know, I hope you're okay." I mean, people with class, people that got some intellect and some class and integrity, instead of these. And let me tell you, that raccoon that plays with Amish cows, when he was on suicide watch, okay, I'm the one that saved his fucking life. I'm the one that called the Lancaster PD to go knock down his door and get him out of that house and put him in the nut house. His mother called me. Yeah.
I'm glad the show's starting in a good note.
Yeah, it's starting to get up. Well, listen, Lewis. I mean, obviously,
hey, Brett,
I learned.
Brett, you know me. I tell it like it is. I can't help myself.
He's doing a lot better now. He's in the club scene. We last seen him. You have that picture of him at the clubs with the girls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, before we do that, I mean, listen. I learned from last time. I don't know, a light sandbag, maybe. I guess we don't want to. It's a light sandbag last time with Levecchia. But I mean, I'm sure maybe maybe you guys could have an ultimate debate one day. I mean, if you're interested in that, we could set that up. Not today, but maybe that could be something that might be, you know, we could do a head to head. I mean, Sakali is talking about you now. There's a whole bunch of stuff
talking about me. I never listen to me. Nate do. I did anything to help him. Okay,
That's cool.
Listen to me. I have no vested interest. I don't make a dime. I don't take a dime. I don't make any money from any of these shows.
That's true.
For me, it's therapeutic. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I do. I mean, I'm drop the link for the dude. Somebody said
no.
When they do was in trouble, I helped the guy.
No, I know you guys were close for about 2 weeks.
About 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
there's a question from our buddy Mob Facts. He wants to know.
Yes.
He goes, "May I ask what a light touch felony assault is? I beat some guy up pretty bad and got a misdemeanor assault."
Was it? You got to be in Florida.
Yeah,
it's a Florida thing.
It's a Florida thing. Yeah.
A misdemeanor assault of beating up someone. No, yeah, you didn't use weapons. That's what would be an assault 3 back in Queens.
You got a copy of the arrest report, right?
I do have it somewhere. Yeah. Well, I mean, the report said that you called because you got assaulted, and when the cops got there, they decided no, you assaulted somebody.
Exactly right.
That's basically what I read. I mean, that's the only thing we had to go off. And you're saying that's all done, right?
That's done. They dropped the charges.
Okay.
There you go. Congratulations. I mean, you should have been there to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially when your loved ones are getting old and they can't defend for themselves.
Well, Frankie, when I was in there, I said to myself, "What happens if she dies while I'm incarcerated?"
Wow. See that? Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh, here's Nadu. Thank you. Nadu's wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, Mr. Nadu.
Thank you, Jeff. Dude. Thanks for stopping by. One day, you know.
How many people we got here? Because every time Lewis is here, we top the charts here.
Right now we got 140 something.
Because
But we usually don't do a Thursday show. If it was
Thursdays,
Monday, I bet
yeah.
we'd have a lot more. But we'll see.
Yeah.
So, well, unfortunately, Johnny Rod's Lewis's mother
mom
has passed away as of late. But you had video footage. For example, let's say it went to court or something. You would have had some footage, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's what some people are asking about, that footage.
Of course.
Okay. There's your buddy JJ right there. Hey.
Yeah, what's up, JJ?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Some people have no empathy at all. So let me ask you, and I don't want to make this like a whole drama show, and this certain individual has enough problems of his own as of late. But what happened with Sakali? How come he's coming at you? He was talking about that restaurant deal with you, and he says, I got the inside information and all this other
what
stuff.
restaurant deal?
With Long Island, with the Lucchese's and Pete Gotti. He said you guys had to sit down over that whole thing, and Louis Didon was there, and Korea, and all these guys.
Dom Sakali is a bum. He robbed his grandmother. He robbed his mother. He's a lowlife, and now he's robbing people with this that crypto shit that he's doing. Okay, he's gonna. And then he calls the FBI. These people don't want to know him anymore. These people are done with him. Was he reaching out to the U.S. Attorney's Office? They don't want to know him anymore. He fucked them. He fucked everybody.
Yeah. Everybody knows. Yeah, Carlo. I mean, we've heard the story before, but he came in, saying like he had some sort of inside scoop.
He's got no inside scoop. He's full of shit. He's a fucking has-been. He's a broken down valise. We should send him $18 on his show there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sounds like a jerk off.
That's how you really feel. Welcome back, Lewis. Welcome back.
Yeah, how do I really feel about him? He's a mutt. Yeah, and the sad part, like his friend Joe Barone idolizes him.
Yeah.
Even Jeff Nadeau says Lewis ain't wrong. Hey, Jeff, we agree on something once in a while.
Well, Jeff says this is nice of Jeff. Jeff says this, and Jeff's good for this stuff. He's not going to be. He says, "I know we don't get along, but Lewis, I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your mother. May she rest in peace."
Thank you.
By the way, Jeff is also on the payroll of the Genovese crime family. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you heard that one.
Well, Jeff's on the payroll of every crime family.
Well, yeah. We actually have a photo. This was taken in. Where was this taken? This was taken out on the island. This is Jeff and Mikey Mancuso. So this is a surveillance footage that we have. Sorry, I had to show it. So it was on Gangland News. So it's open source at this point.
Oh yeah, Gangland
News. Jeff and Mikey Mancuso.
I hear Jerry Capisi has dementia too.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I can't comment on that. I hope not. I don't know.
Well, the dude's gonna take the ranks then pretty soon.
All right.
I got to say this, Brett.
Yeah.
Like I like OC Schwartz. Am I saying his name right?
OC Schwartz.
Okay.
He's not Jewish, Lewis. It's not OC Schwartz. It's not OC Schwartz.
I apologize. I got you to laugh, Bretsky. So I like him. He's very, very credible. And I like what's his name? The guy with the that used to be Angel's boyfriend. Proctoscope. I like the
James Proctor. Yeah.
Angel Gotti dated Proctor.
Who knows what she dated? Angel Gotti would date would date a dildo. I like I like Proctor. And at times when Nadeau's on his medicine, I like Nadeau. But he's got to stay on his meds. And I told him that. And I told his mother that. He's got to stay on his meds.
If he's on meds, let's
Look, he was having a good time at the club the other night. Show him that where he was at the club.
Yeah, he said, "Settle down, Lewis." He said, "Settle down." Jeff at the club? Yeah, right here. There he is. There he is.
Jeff at the club.
There he is right there.
Wait, are those girls or guys?
No, those are women. Those are fine women.
Oh, well,
Jeff. There you go.
These are fine women.
Look at them.
You got the wrong club, Bretsky.
And here's Frank. He got Nadu's
Oh,
hair too
that's
now. This
fucking
is to sit down
Frank.
with Frank Naughty. There we go.
That's frickin'
So,
Frank.
so Lewis, we'll get the comments. Carlos asking about the garment stuff. We'll do a garment segment, Carlos. So if you got those questions, if you got anything to say about that, but let's get to. There's a couple other things I want to talk to you about, Lewis. You sent me some photos today. I'll show 3 photos that you sent me. We got you right here.
Look at that.
We got you here. Who is this guy that you're with right here?
That's
Bull with a wig.
Eric Shawn. He's a news anchor from Fox News.
Okay, so you will be on Fox, and what is this in? I mean, I can imagine what it's in reference to, but maybe you talk about it a little bit.
Sure. News Nation and Fox News. News Nation, Bretsky. News Nation and Fox News. They're doing a show on my relationship with John and vice versa, and his legacy and what he was like, as a person, and my experiences with him, my travels, my days, my everything. And it's I was with them today for about 5 hours. And of course, you know how they do it. They do the cuts and this and that. And
so they came to you?
Yeah, they came to me. And
Okay.
and they came to Florida. They spared no expense, set up all kinds of.
When they want you, they come get you.
They come and get you. So and then they're going to do they're going to have me on like as when they're doing something on crime, organized crime, they're going to bring me on to comment on it on the Fox News, on the news channel with different anchors.
Well, so you and Nadu have something in common. He's been on Fox lately. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
He's been on the Fox, as
No,
well.
I don't know that.
He's been on Fox.
I think you guys got a lot in common. I don't.
Yeah, well, Brett, come on, man. We mean you were getting along now.
You're both Fox guys.
No. What kind of guys?
Fox.
Oh, Fox. Oh, yeah. He's a Fox guy. He likes foxes.
What did you think I said? Here, JJ Lambone just sent us something, Lewis. He just sent us this. Yeah, you better watch it, Lewis.
I know that.
You might get a staple gun to your belly.
I might get a staple.
You never know. You never know. All right, enough of that. So all right, so you're going to be on there. All right, Lewis, isn't News Nation Fox's streaming service?
It certainly is.
There you go, Joe Pistori.
Hey, Joe Pistori. Let's say hi to some people wishing me happy birthday. I can't even have a chance to tell them thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We got some cash app sending for us.
Let's show Frankie the love.
Well, it goes to the show. I want to share with my co-host. That's because he is the best at what he does. I think. He's good. You love Bretsky, right?
Of course.
I'm not the best, but I like to do
it.
I would fund Lewis to do in Sakali to take a polygraph.
He's the best co-host. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Without getting anybody. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Colin. And we have another thing here. And thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt, for the cash.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate all of you. Happy. Oh, Drum Capella. He's here. Yeah, he says happy birthday.
Thank you, Drum. I appreciate it. People fail to understand, and I will say that nobody gets tired of the John Gotti Sr. stories. John Gotti Sr. is one of the most talked about gangster within the last 50 years. You know what I mean? And nobody gets tired of him. That's
exactly right.
You could say whatever you want. You're going to hear about him 100 years from now. You probably won't hear about Sammy no more, but you'll definitely hear about John Gotti. And just to say that he was the best man at your wedding, that says a lot, Lewis.
Best man at my wedding, and I delivered his eulogy.
And
I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
No, it don't. And I don't want to sound like a fanboy, but I guess I'm going to be guilty of it in this incident because I mean, it don't get better than that. He's my favorite Gotti. Well, Peter Gotti was cool too. I got to meet him, and I didn't get to meet all the Gottis, but
you know what those guys said to me at Fox today? They said when they talk about organized crime, if they throw Gotti's name into it, they get thousands of more views.
Yeah.
Same with look at Carmine Agnello Gotti with Vicky with the kidneys. You know,
Yes.
they put that on the 3rd page of the New York Post. Now, if his name was Carmine Agnello, it would have never even made the newspapers. But when you throw the Gotti name into it, because you know what? Organized crime in New York, love him or hate him, it's all about John Gotti.
Yeah.
You could talk about the chin, you could talk about gas pipe, you could talk about it's meaningless. Joe Messina, for 2 minutes it's over. But if you talk about John Gotti, it could go. It goes and goes and goes.
It does. It really does. I mean, it's incredible. He's in rap songs. You go in the hood in any place in the United States, somebody either has a pit bull named Capone or Gotti. It's incredible.
Yep.
Lisa Pizzatola, thank you for the 20, Lisa. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Carmine S. for the 5. Appreciate you, buddy. Says happy birthday to you, Frank, as well.
Thank you, Carmine. I appreciate you, my friend.
We're going to talk about something else, too. Jeff says Lewis is okay when he takes his meds.
Back at you, Jeff.
We got to see a pharmacist, okay?
Carlos coming at you. He says, do you get nightmares about John when you tell insane stories, Lewis?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
God.
So, Lewis, there's this guy. Well, here we go. Giacomo Amato said I look like a Nazi skinhead. That's a pretty odd thing to say. But Giacomo Amato, this guy, Giacomo Lewis, he, well, for those of you, I mean, who don't know, this is.
Hey, what's going on? These fugazis.
So, Giacomo Amato, he said on his show, I think it was yesterday, Frank, he goes, who's the Jewish guy with John Gotti? He's got to know me. He knows me. He said Louis Kasman knows him. Have you ever seen this jughead? Let me show you him again.
Hey, what's going on?
He's not the Saint Bernard from the movie Beethoven. That's not him. He's not that dog in that movie.
I know him from.
He looks like one of those cops in those Naked Gun series. You know, one of those.
I never met him. I don't know him. I never saw him. And do you think the likes of somebody like him, John Gotti, would ever know this guy, or I would ever know this guy?
He says he played cards with John Gotti. They knew each other.
Okay. Now, Frank, you were in the life. Would John Gotti ever associate with a thing like that?
No, he actually wasn't very fond of guys from the other side.
You're right. He wasn't.
And he used to use a lot of derogatory terms. There was poor Sandro. Right. There was poor Sandro on the coffee shop. He used to abuse him all the time on 101st Avenue. You know, the guy who owned the coffee shop at 101st, abused him. So, no, I don't think they were friends at all. Maybe, probably, no.
Maybe he had a dream, but I never met him, Brett. I don't know him. I
mean, Lisa Pizzatola, she has sacrificed her time to reading his book. I don't know how she did it, but she sent me some stuff. He refers to John Gotti as John Boy or Johnny Boy, and the weird thing, Lewis, is
nobody referred to him that way.
He grew up, and he knew him growing up with him in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Can you believe that? Red Hook, Brooklyn. That was when he was running around with, whoever else over there. I don't know. Who's from
Gallows. He ran with the Gallows.
Right. The Persicos or whatever. He might have been one of them Garfield boys, maybe. We just didn't know about it.
Oh, my God. Crazy.
Butterfly Kiss is $20. Thank you, Butterfly Kiss.
Thank you, Butterfly Kiss. I appreciate
Emily Rocco, $9.99. Thank you so much. Frank's birthday's tomorrow, guys, too, in case you didn't know. It's every day. Actually, it's every day.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Merlino did PBD and said nothing as usual. Yeah. Of course. What is your opinion on Joey Merlino, Lewis?
I never met him. I don't know him. I think he's kind of strange. Other than that,
he's strange.
I don't. He was in the life. He's not in the life anymore, obviously. But kind of. Actually, I saw him about 6 months ago, walking around in the mall, in it looked like pajamas and like some sort of house shoes on.
Right.
And like a little bit of it in a daze, but I didn't acknowledge him or anything, and I just kept walking. But I did see him, months back.
Interesting. He was on Patrick Bet David. I think Patrick Bet David would probably platform someone like you too, Lewis.
Yeah, I'm not interested in him though.
He
Well,
does a great.
we give you a few dollars. Roro G, 1999. Thank you,
Thank you,
Roro. Great,
Roro. Thank
Roro.
you.
Appreciate you, Roro.
Representing Bushwick.
Thank you. Yeah, he might have you on, you know.
So what was it like being
Set
with
it-
John Gotti? Did you really have a good time with him, Lewis?
You know,
Set it
something
up,
like that.
Bretsky. I will whack it
I
up.
don't know. I don't know how to get in contact with him.
Oh,
but
come
You
on, Brett.
love
You
to
know how to
talk
get
to
in contact with
I
everybody.
don't know. He's like a fucking billionaire.
Oh.
Whatever.
That's a
I don't
good
know what he
idea.
does.
You whack-
Got his
you
own
whack-
airplane hangar, the freaking guy. I don't know what he does.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that term in a while. Let's whack it up.
Carlos says, Frank, what's your astrological chart? You're in Aries, but what's your moon?
I am
and
not. I'm a
rising?
Pisces.
What is this?
I am a
What
Pisces.
is this?
He's getting
What's that?
personal.
What do you got?
This is some new age stuff going on.
Listen, you know who got weird like that on me one time? It was my friend's 28th birthday. We were at Mr. Chow's in Manhattan. We were sitting down, and LeVar Burton, you know, from Roots.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Reading
was with-
Rainbow. Yeah.
It was with my ex-friend Nat, you know, from the Life, an old real good buddy of mine. It was his birthday, and he came up to me. He goes, "Hey, how old are you? 28." He goes, "I should slap you." This fucking guy was like, "You're gonna slap me? Well, I'll fuck you up." He goes, "No," because he was jealous of his age. He goes, "This is when the moon reaches the sky, when everything is like, get the fuck out." We're like, "All right, sit down." But he was really nice, you know. So we didn't want to be mean with him. But he was getting to this astrology fucking bit, and we weren't having. We wanted to eat, you know. But we invited him for a couple of drinks. He hung out. Guess you had to be there. I'm sorry.
Sorry. David Price is right. Happy St. Joseph. Yep.
St.
Thank you,
Joseph's
David.
Day. Yep.
Thank you, David Price is right. I'll see you later at the Showcase Showdown. All right. We'll see you there later.
guys
So
remember
Lewis, what exactly, because I guess Tom was trying to get to the bottom of this last time. Not that I'm piggybacking on Tom. I know you have a weird opinion of Tom, I guess, after last time. But being that Sakali thinks, I guess he's got the inside scoop. He knows things. He knows this. Your little meeting at the restaurant or whatever. Some people know the story. Maybe some don't. What happened with that?
With the Hudson and McCoy in Freeport?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was partners. I was very close to the Basile family. They're the father, Phil, owned Channel 80, Sprats on the Water, 231, my father's place. He owned multiple clubs all over Long Island. And Phil and I were close for a lot of years. And I was very close to his family. So Phil was with the Lucchese family. And John didn't like Phil because Phil was very cheap. Phil was kind of tight. So John always used to break my balls. You know, your cheap friend there, that cheap fuck. So Phil gets sick, and the Phil's rabbi, Phil was close to Paul Vario. Paul Vario dies. Now the Lucchese's are really abusing Phil. Phil was very tight with Paul and Vario. And Phil comes to me. He says, "Lewis, they're killing me." He says, "Was it Gas Pipe? Was he the boss at that? He became the boss eventually, Brett."
What year are you talking
Paso?
about? What year is this?
I don't know. In the early 90s.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, he was gone by 90. I mean, he was on fugitive. Yeah, no, he was kind of out of the picture in a sense, I guess.
Okay, so Phil calls me up. He says, "They're extorting me. I don't know what to do." I says, "Phil, I don't know what to tell you." He said, "Well, can't you go to John?" So I go to John. He says, "Lewis, he's with other people." He says, I said, "Yeah, but he's a friend of mine. Can't you just tell him to leave him alone? He's kicking up. He's doing what he has to do. Whatever." And Phil was tight. So whatever, John spoke, whatever. And then Phil and I came up with a story. He says, "Tell them I'm going to borrow money from you." So I go along with it, but I tell John what I'm going to do. I says, I used to call him Grandpa. I said, "Grandpa, do me a favor. Make it like I loaned this guy $150,000, and let them lay off on him because he's got to pay me back the money." So we did that, and they started to leave him alone a little bit. Now Phil gets sick. He gets this disease called scleroderma. You ever hear of that, Brett? It's a terrible disease.
No.
So Phil ultimately dies, and
It's like a skin disease or something.
yeah. So before Phil dies, he makes me his power of attorney, and I'm running these clubs for him. So Phil dies, and we still continue to operate the clubs, and the money was getting very tight. And Danny Cateo was a captain in the Lucchese family. So I was making sure that Danny Cateo from the Lucchese's were getting X amount of dollars a month. And
Vario guy also.
yeah, and Cateo was pretty cool with it, and he was good. But then the upper people, they were always looking at Phil. They feel Phil got a free pass from Vario. So Cateo gets sick on me, and now Phil is into me for some serious money because his estate was in probate court, and he was worth millions of dollars, but a lot of his money was tied up. So now they're trying to really move in, but now he legitimately owes me money. So now I get the administration of the Gambino family involved, and they back off. Long story short, Phil pays me all the money back. The estate pays me back all the money, a lot of money. And all the clubs are sold. Everything is done. The family's done. Now, I was always close to Frankie Basile. He says, Louis, I found this piece of land, this property in Freeport, 340 Woodcliff Avenue in Freeport Nautical Mile. The government had just raised the street and so on and so forth. So we go down there and we find this place and we fix it up. I put up all the money, about $500,000. And now I'm on record. Obviously I'm there. So John is there. I'm there. Pete's there. The Liz's paid the parking lot for us. The Gambinos do everything. Anything that I asked was done. Now, Frankie has a falling out with his brother, Roger. Unbeknownst to us, Roger Basile is a confidential informant.
Wow.
Okay, because he hated his brother. So what happens is Roger then goes to Joe Caridi through somebody who's now the consigliere, the underboss of the Lucchese family. Okay. So now Joe C. asked to see me, and you there? Hello? Oh, okay. Joe C. asked to see me, and I refused to see him. So Pete says to me, why don't you go see him? I says, Pete, why do I got to see people from other families? That's what you're here for. Aren't you the acting boss? Like, who are you? What is your fucking job? So he says he goes to see Joe C. And it's funny. Sal Scala warned me. He says, Louis, you remember Sal Scala, Frankie? He was a captain. Exactly. He was the guy that was involved with Scores and all the titty clubs for the Gambino family on Long Island and in the city. So he says, Louis, I'm a captain. I go to meetings every day and fight with these Lucchese's. He says, do you think Pete's going to do anything for you? He's a fucking moron. He's going to sell you out like he sold me out. Don't count on him. Get a message to John. Okay. So Pete says, come with me. We're going to go see Joe C. This was not a sit down. This was just in the Chinese restaurant on Cross Bay Boulevard, across from Russo's on the Bay. So I go see Joe C. We sit down. He said, well, they're with me. I says, Joe, listen, they're with you. They owe me a lot of money. Pay me my money and you can have them. But they're my childhood friends. I said, what is this, like a grandfather thing? His father's dead. His father was with you people. Well, he says, if they were broke, Brett, would they be interested in them?
No,
okay?
Of course.
No.
So, I met a lot of bosses from different families. The worst pack of people I ever met was that Lucchese family. And John.
Well, who did you? Well, but who else did you? All right. So
let me finish the story, Brett.
Yeah, go ahead.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to call Tom Lavecchio. So,
I'm back.
We meet. We do the whole thing. So now, unbeknownst to me at the time, Pete is fighting with Joe C. over in the city, the Titty Club, and also Scarlett's on Long Island.
Oh,
so
wow.
They make a deal behind my back. He says, you know what? I'll give you Hudson and McCoy. You give me this, this, and this. So Joe C. says, okay, that's a deal. But Pete doesn't tell me that. Then Joe C., I see Joe C. He says, didn't Pete call you? He says, no. He said, well, you're not here no more. And what do you mean I'm not here no more? Pete made a deal. So I go to Pete's house in Howard Beach. I said, why am I going to this place and being embarrassed? He was respectful, Josie. So, I forgot. You forgot. Pete was getting $500 a week out of the place. You forgot.
Okay.
I says, no, Pete, you sold me out. That's what you did. We had sit downs. Then we Sideburns was involved. This is why every piece
This must
of
have been
shit in that
Lewis.
family-
Must have been like late 90s, early 2000s, right? I
Yeah,
mean, this
he
is not
was-
early 90s, right?
mid 90s, mid to mid 90s, because John was still alive, and John would call me and I would tell him, in my cryptic way of speaking to him, what was going on. So John was calling my house. He says, have your uncle or whatever he is to you at your house next time I call. So
Right.
all he said to Pete was very nicely, what's going on? Why is that kid aggravated, Pete? So then we have a whole big sit down at Kennedy Airport. And it comes out that Roger Basile wants to throw his brother out, wants me out, wants to give me whatever he owes me from the restaurant, wants to give it to me back plus, and it should be over. So Richie Gotti is representing me because Pete had a headache that day, Frankie. Couldn't go to the meeting. He had a headache. I said, Pete, did you have your period or did you have a headache? So this is going on and on for about 10 minutes. Remember, all the years that John was the boss and on the streets, I never went to one sit down. I never had to, nor would he let me go. Never once in life. I excused myself from the meeting. I says, Richie, I'm going to go. Pete has a headache. I got a headache too. I'm going to go. I leave. I go to Pete's house. What are you sitting? He's sitting in his recliner watching TV. Why didn't you come with me to the sit down? You're nothing but trouble. You're causing me trouble. He couldn't handle nothing, Pete. He was a complete imbecile. So long and short of the story, the next day I go, I get what I got to get. I'm even. I leave. Done.
Yeah.
A year later to the day, they go bankrupt. The Lucchese's raped them, milked the place, out of business. They were taking $20,000 a night out of the place. The place was a winner. I had an outside bar. I was doing $20,000 a night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what kind of money that is?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
No credit cards on the outside bar. No credit cards. Cash only.
Yeah.
Plus, you're getting robbed. So I was making that kind of money, and the bartender was still robbing me. So
And that's the nautical mile. It was on the nautical mile over there.
Nautical mile, right across the street from the gambling ship.
Was that a Freeport?
Freeport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that place. I do.
Yeah.
And Frankie Basile, God rest him soul, he knew everybody, Frankie Basile. He was like his father. He knew the cops. He knew the judges. He knew the building department. So we never had a fire inspection. We never had the cops bothering us. So, we had a good time down there. I had about 14 months there. It was a gold mine until it wasn't anymore.
It kind of felt like, I'm sorry, it kind of felt like that after Gotti was out of the picture, you were like a trapeze artist without a net.
You're 100% right. And you know
I
what?
I mean, that was just crazy.
More by his own family, his son,
I
his
see that.
brothers, not by strangers, not by other families.
Yeah.
I got along with every family, the Genovese, the Columbos, the Bananas. I had the best of relationships. Tony Green, all these guys. They were all coming to my restaurant.
You know Tony Green?
Yeah, I know him well.
He was great guy.
Good guy. And you know what? Every one of them warned me, Lewis. Guys from the Gambino family, Lewis, don't trust Pete. He's weak. And I was deluded, Brett. I used to say to myself, never. Because in my mind, if he fucks me, he's only hurting his brother.
Man, he was
But
downtown.
I was stupid. I was stupid, Frank.
No, I
Let me
remember.
just say thank you to somebody real quick, and I just want to bring up this article here if you don't mind. Dr. Vinny Boombots, my man, happy
Thank you,
birthday, Franco. $100 from Vinny Boombots. Thank you so much, my
Boom
man.
bots.
Appreciate you so much. Thank you. And J Trofibio, I don't know if I missed you earlier. Thank you so much for the $49.99. Appreciate
Thank
you very much. We got 175 people right now. Thank
Good
you, everybody,
stuff.
for hanging out on this
Hey, listen,
Thursday.
Brett, I want a piece of the action tonight.
You got star
No
power,
problem.
my friend.
No
you
problem.
got
No
star
problem.
power.
Ask Frank about it. He'll
I
take care of it.
I got to have a piece of the action. I got to pay my lawyer.
Here you
This
go.
is
Hey,
true.
Woodhaven's
This is
wishing
true.
me a happy birthday. Thank you, Woodhaven.
Thank you, Woodhaven. So let me pull up something here real quick, Lewis. I just want to go over this if you don't mind. So this is an article from the New York, and I know it's just an article. But whatever. This is from the New York Post. So it says Gotti's son burned. Mob thugs forced him out of business. So this is from 2002, Lewis. And it says John Gotti's self-described adopted son gets no respect in the underworld. Louis Kasman was bleeding so much cash from a Long Island surf and turf eatery in which he invested that its owners sought the Lucchese crime family's help getting the Gotti pal out of the business, federal prosecutors said. But the plan backfired on Roger and Frank Basile, owners of Hudson and McCoy Fish House and Bar in Freeport, Long Island. The Lucchese's got Kasman out of their business by making sure he was treated like an enemy at the restaurant. Despite his status as a pal of the Dapper Don, the feds learned the restaurant extortion scheme while snooping on phone calls by two powerful reputed wise guys, Lucchese Capo, Johnny Cyber, Sorella, Lucchese enforcer Vincent Vinny Baldi Salinardi. In one call in May, Caridi allegedly told Sorella to watch Kasman like a hawk. That same week, Sorella instructed mob underling brought in to manage Hudson and McCoy to make sure if that kid Lewis comes here, they don't be friendly with him. Treat him like he's a fucking enemy. Caridi fifth. So this is basically Kasman's ouster last summer. So you were outed. That's why the timeline that I thought was like late 90s, early 2000s.
You know, I get my timelines get a little fucked up.
Yeah. The gaggle of gangsters arraigned in Brooklyn federal court yesterday pleaded not guilty to charges. I think around this time, I don't remember when Didone goes away, but he was acting boss at one point. Did you had a meeting with him, or was he around? Did you meet this guy, Louis Didone?
Louis Didone, that's Louis Bagels. I knew I knew him well, but he wasn't on the streets at the time when this was going on.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
he was sent away around that time. Maybe I don't remember. But
and he was very close to John, so there would have never this problem never would have existed.
Right. Currently doing life.
And if Pete Gotti had any balls and had any respect for his brother, this problem never would have existed.
Of course not.
I mean, the reason why I bring him up, other than I find him to be kind of interesting, Sakali claimed that he was at a sit down that you had that day. Dome was there. And
he was never at any sit down. He's full of shit.
I'm just asking.
He's full of shit, like he's typical full of shit. He's a pathological liar. Wouldn't I remember if he was at a sit down?
I would think so. Yeah, I just wanted to.
He's not a member of the Lucchese family.
The Don didn't he get convicted? Didn't he get arrested around like 2000? I was in jail while he was in jail. He was in jail for killing that guy where they put the fucking bird in his mouth.
Yeah, Bruno Facciola. Yeah, that's why I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Joe C. and that whole Lucchese crew, because of Roger Basile, they all got convicted and went to jail for 8 years for the Hudson and McCoy extortion.
I think that's what it said. Yeah. This other thing. Yeah.
So what did they accomplish?
What they said that you were the one bleeding the money, and I'm not accusing you, but that's what they said. You were the one.
Listen, I was taking my money out of the place 100%, but it was my money. It was my place.
Okay. No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get your side. Yeah. So did they treat you like a fucking enemy when you were in there? What did they do? Did they overcook your fish and chips? Did they spill a fucking malt vinegar on your lap or something? What did they do?
When I walked in there, Johnny Sideburns he was a lapdog. He did everything. He didn't know what to do for me. This is how they.
So they didn't treat you like an enemy.
They're all full of shit, Brett.
Yeah.
They're liars and they're phonies, every one of them.
Why would Sakali be there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he said he was there, but he was claiming to know who was there.
He's
Based
full of
on
shit.
based on what? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Who told him? Joe Barone? He's full of shit.
Carlo wants to know, what other places did you have?
Oh, Carlo. A lot of places, buddy.
Any other restaurants that you could talk about? Any other stuff like that? A lot of Long Island stuff?
We had, well, Long Island, we had a lot of places.
Yeah.
A lot of places. I mentioned them all to you already. We also had, I forget, Speaks in Island Park.
I like that place.
My father's place in Roslyn. I forget the name of this place I had on
Channel 80 was yours too, no?
on Long Beach Road. I had a place. In Rockville Center, I had a place called Virago.
Virago.
Yeah, Virago. Very intimate kind of a place. Pete used to go there with his gumata.
What happened? What do you
He froze? Lewis, did you get whacked? What happened?
Oh, fuck. They just whacked his ass.
I think I see the shadow of Louis Bagels behind you over there.
I lost you.
You there?
You there?
Yeah, we're here. You froze.
Hey,
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so I had this place in hang on a second. I don't know what's going on. We're starting this shit again.
You're great, Lou. You're
What
great.
is going on here?
You're good now. You're not frozen. You're good.
Oh, you're good now. You're not frozen.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good.
So we had this place in Rockville Center called Virago, and Pete used to use it. So I said, Pete, the cleaning crew comes in there. So one day, a couple of these Spanish guys come in, they're cleaning the place, and Pete goes off on them. I says, Pete, we got to clean the place. We're only open 3 days a week because it was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday place. You know, so many stories. Because Pete had his gumata lived in Rockville Center.
So, was that little woman who ended up killing, offing herself?
Yeah. Well, they claim she offed herself. I think Richie Gotti whacked her.
I remember she used to visit him in the can.
Yeah,
that's a wild thing to say, Lou. Soto 347 $10. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you,
there's
there's
another question here from Lisa Pizzatola. She says, "Did you ever eat at a Michi restaurant in Long Island?"
I may have. I don't recall these.
You know who the owner is? Show them who the owner is.
You know who the owner of that is?
Hey, what's going on?
I definitely didn't eat in there.
Oh man, he says.
And we have this other question from this guy. This is his thing over here. Where is it? Damn it. Who's the guy that always talks about getting out of the shower? I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mickey Batts. He says, just got out of the shower. Happy birthday, Franco. Can you ask Lewis if you ever saw Tony Silo creeping around Cross Bay Boulevard in the 90s? Thanks.
You know who Tony Silo is?
No.
Never saw him? Okay.
Never saw him.
Figured I'd ask.
I think he might be creeping around in Angel's bed, maybe.
Lewis, did you just say Richie Gotti whacked a woman? Did you really just say that?
No, no. That was
that was a joke, right?
No, the story is that she killed herself in the room. There's another story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Woodhaven was asking. That's the only reason why I asked it, is Woodhaven saying. Andrew Adams wants to know, was Lewis's family ever in the Jew Mafia?
The Jew Mafia? No.
The Jew Mafia.
What the fuck is that? God damn.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. Murder Incorporated.
These people are nuts.
Yeah, talk about the Jewish Mafia. Me and a buddy of mine watch Once Upon a Time in America again. Fucking long ass movie, but it's not bad. I watch it every like a year or so.
I remember playing cards in the back of Mateo's in Huntington back in the early 2000s. I was everywhere back then. My memory is shot.
Yeah, Mateo's a good place. That's when Matty Sorrentino owned it.
Okay, so did you have an incident with Vinny Artuso? Actually, I think we might have talked about this last time, Vinny Artuso.
Well, I had 2 incidents with Vinny Artuso.
This is a guy who they say, I think he's a Bronx guy originally. This is, they say that his gun jammed on the Castellano hit, supposedly, maybe, possibly.
That's true. It did. He said it jammed.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened?
With Artuso?
Yeah, you had
Okay,
another restaurant deal with him.
No, I owned a restaurant in Florida called Campagnola, 499 South Federal Highway in Boca Raton. And Vinny used to come in there, and he didn't want to pay the check. Came in once, $400 check. Came in twice, $200 check. So I said to him, Vinny, what's going to be with the checks? What's up? So, I said, Vinny, please don't start your captain stuff with me. I'm not interested. You come here to eat. This is John's place. You know John, who's doing life in Marion? Your boss? She just, what this girl doesn't say nothing. Then he gets me, he starts his tough guy show. I said, Vinny, listen to me. Please. Go to where you got to go. Go to the administration, put in a beef about me. But don't come here anymore. Please don't come here anymore. Most respectfully. So Danny Marino comes in, and I says, Danny, do me a favor. Tell Arnold Scateri I want to see him. No problem. Arnold, I got along great, and he loved John. So I go up to New York and I tell him, I said, Arnold, this is what's going on. I don't want him in the restaurant anymore. He doesn't pay. He acts like a clown, and I don't want him here anymore. No problem. He's not coming in anymore. How much does he owe you? I give him the tabs. Arnold takes the money out of his pocket. You're even. And he's not coming into your restaurant anymore. And I apologize. And I apologize to you, Louis. Hugged me, kissed me, he says, you're a good man. And if you need anything, he says, you come to me. You're with the administration. You don't answer to nobody but us. Artuso comes to me again. Again, he didn't learn. He says to me, listen, he says, you're a smart guy. He says, I want you to do for me what you did for the boss. I says, and what's that? Well, you know what to do with money. I says, Vinny, didn't we, me and you, listen to me. What are we doing? What are you trying to do here? Has a shopping bag with $200,000 in it. He says, here. What is this for? Just take care of it. He says, can I buy into the restaurant? I says, no. I says, this restaurant is owned by John. Well, but he's in jail. Vinny, it's owned by John. Well, you don't want my money? I said, take your money. Takes his money. I go to Danny Marino's house in Boca. I said, it's got to stop. He goes up to New York. Never heard from Vinny Artuso again.
Really?
I mean, this is crazy shit. You can't, out of control. All these guys, they're all despots. They're all whatever they are.
It's kind of it's kind of like grimy when, your boss is sitting there and he's in a tight spot and you want to walk all over the guy who's handling one of his businesses. That's the life.
You know what I learned, Frankie? There are a lot of people that truly love John and did the right thing. But then there was that little group that was resentful of him and hated him. But look at all the bosses. He died in jail. He could have been out of jail. He could have been getting medical treatment, getting everything. He didn't ask for nothing. When I would fight for him, he would go crazy.
Yeah.
He never asked for nothing. We for 1 year, he didn't get commissary, Frank, in Marion. They wouldn't give us commissary because he wouldn't let me pay the $250,000 fine. He told his son and told me, do not pay that fine.
Yeah, he was stubborn.
Yeah.
Trim master.
He didn't fill out compassionate releases. Let me out. I got cancer. My mother died. My balls are infected. My head has a tumor. You never heard. Stop making those faces, Bretsky. You never heard John Gotti say one thing about that. He never complained. Never.
Yeah. No, I mean, the gangster, nobody can fucking argue that. Nobody can. That's who he was. He died that way, and he didn't want nothing from, just who he was. Like I said, somebody we're going to talk for 100 years. You know what I mean?
You're right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like he's the new eras. He's the new century's Al Capone. I mean, in a sense of charisma,
you're right.
flamboyancy, all that stuff.
Trim Master. Did John ever call you Meyer Lansky? Actually, he
Jackie,
called him. He
Jackie
called him
D'Amico used
Oscar
to
Meyer
call me that.
Lansky. That's right.
Jackie used to call me
Lansky.
Maya.
Oh yeah,
Jackie knows
Os-
used to call me that.
Oscar Meyer or just Meyer?
No, you don't want to stop. No, just Maya.
Okay,
Don't smoke.
that's fine.
You
Our
can't
friend
help
don't
yourself,
smoke.
right?
I can't. I really can't. Everybody knows I can't. I'm sorry.
I love
All
it.
right, so
though.
let's get to Marco. They're asking about Club Boca.
Yeah, Club Boca was owned by Stephen Kaplan,
Okay.
and who was around John Gotti Jr. And yeah, so they had a good run there, and that's gone.
How about that topless place in Georgia where they all got in trouble? All the NBA players used to go there.
Yeah. Where Scars was got indicted and all that.
Yeah, and Kaplan
Yeah.
was part of that too, wasn't
That
he?
was yeah. Well, Junior was handling that, but that place was a winner.
And then there were Scores with Bluetrich. You ever met him?
Never met him, but he was running it for. They were splitting that between the Lucchese's and the Gambinos.
Yeah. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a strange dude.
Alpha Rag wants some Sherwood Diner stories. That's in Lawrence, I believe.
Yeah,
Did
Sherwood
you hang out
Diner
at Sherwood
stories.
Diner?
Yeah, that was a Gene Gotti, Angelo Quack Quack spot with DB, and all that whole Long Island crew used to go there.
Yeah, I
all
know the
time.
Goodfellas.
Mike
For those of you who
Coiro,
don't
me.
know, the meeting in Goodfellas when Henry Hill gets arrested and he meets Jimmy. The real meeting was actually at the Sherwood Diner. It wasn't in the other one.
The Clinton Diner.
That's correct, Mr. Brett.
Yeah.
Lawrence, Long Island, Five Town. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Let's see. Any more questions? There's too many questions.
Get a real into where he's back at it. He's back on the scene.
Back on the scene. Somebody asked you if you're still doing shows like regularly. I guess
No.
Oh, okay. So you're not on the other channel.
Somebody asked what happened with me and American Made.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but that's okay. If you want to talk about it, that's fine.
Okay, so I like the guy Jesse. He's a decent guy. Christmas came along and he needed a little help. I helped him. He made a commitment. He failed on his commitment, and I moved on. And that's the story. But he's a good guy. He puts together a good show. Everybody's got problems, Frankie. That's the way it is.
Yeah, well, that's 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. You know what I mean?
It's simple. If you ask for help, live up to your word.
You gotta pay your debts, for sure.
That's all.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that's what it is.
So
But,
that's the
I
story
don't
with
know.
him.
But Jason Diamonds, thank you for the $49.99.
Thank you, Jason Diamond. Wow, we're really paying for Lewis's lawyer tonight. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Hey, Frankie, as John would say, mink yeah.
Yeah, every time more money would come in, right?
Say it, Frank.
How bad of a gambler was he? Because I was watching the NCAA tournament just a little while ago. I mean, he bet every fucking game, didn't he?
Frank, he bet every game, and then if there was a game in Iran, he'd bet that game.
Yeah.
He would find the bookmaker in Afghanistan to bet with.
I had an ex-buddy like that. He bit the whole fucking board. One time he went 0 for 13. I'm like, who the fuck does that?
John Gotti would.
Yeah.
We would get a tip on a horse.
Man, they used to listen to him on
The horse that we got the tip on would lose.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Fucking no, he just had no luck.
Tough gambler.
They used to listen to him. They used to listen to him complain about fucking the money he lost on wiretaps, and he'd be like, "That fucking God must be the 3-letter F word that that all."
Yeah.
He
would complain, but he never stopped gambling.
He was brutal. No, he never stopped gambling.
Lisa Pizzatola says, was Lewis ever on A&E's growing up? Gotti, and I'll add, did you think the show was as fruity as Chiro Perone thought it was?
Yeah, I was never on the show. The show was a disgrace, and it should have never been aired. It was a piece of shit show.
Okay. A piece of shit show. You heard
Tell
that?
us, you should have a show. Tell us how you feel. Tell us how you feel, Lewis.
Carlos says, did you ever try to shake down a garment guy named Erwin Feiner?
No. I know him, but we never shook him down.
They don't shake down.
His name is Erwin Feiner.
Feiner, okay.
Feiner, Brett.
Feiner. I don't know.
She's short. She's not short.
Listen.
Oh, she Schwartz.
O.C. Schwartz. Talks
O.C.
about the
Schwartz. Yeah,
news of William
may the Schwartz be with you. Does Frank and Lewis think Carrazzo lawyer is made?
Go ahead, Louis. You go first.
My sources tell me that before JoJo passed on to the other life, that he was made. I can't confirm that, but that's what I was told.
I don't think so. I not unless fucking the whole dynamic has changed over the years. Lawyers don't get made in that kind of life. And it's a reason why he became a lawyer. His dad paid a lot of money so he could go to school, so he don't have to fucking deal with this.
Well, but I will say this about Joseph, the lawyer. He's a good lawyer, and
Yeah.
he was very loyal to John
Oh yeah,
Gotti Sr.
yeah.
On a moment's notice, I would send him. He would go, and I used to have to force him to take the airfare back and to give him some expense money. He's a good guy. I have nothing but good to say about him.
I've never heard anything bad about Jojo Carrazzo Jr.
No. He's a good person. Very good.
But Woodhaven says, Frank, JoJo's made. Trust me. I don't know. It's just that I'm coming from a different era where people made their kids lawyers and accountants or whatever the fuck they made them doctors, so they don't have.
It's different, Frankie. It's different now.
Different. Maybe it's an Americanized.
Let me ask you a question. Russo's on the Bay. You know it, Bretsky?
Yeah, I used to know the son who unfortunately passed away in my younger years. I knew him a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So Frankie Russo, who owns probably half of Cross Bay Boulevard, there's a story going around, and it is true that he's around Jeannie, and he's made now. Now, why would a guy, a zillionaire, successful as they come, what's his interest in it?
Yeah, we could go shit. Messino started that shit in the early 90s.
Exactly right.
It doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
No.
You can't turn a money guy into a hood. You could turn a hood into a money guy, though.
That's right. But you can't turn a hood. That's exactly right.
No,
so what's the purpose of that? There's no purpose. You just destroyed the guy.
The thing is, and I kind of have not interest, but it's conflicting because a lot of the kids I was around, either relatives or friends, were in that position. They wanted that money. The cabinet over there, the higher ups wanted that money, so they figure if they make their kids, they keep them in that fucking.
They keep in that realm.
Yep. And if they get in trouble, then they got to be careful because they know if they go in, they're not going to say nothing.
Well, if they go after Jeannie again, or if any RICO conspiracy coming out of Queens, they're going to put Frankie Russo in it. So why do you want to be made? I don't get it. Stupid.
I think it's a head thing for some of these guys.
Yeah. Well, Frank Russo, I have no idea. I mean, normally I wouldn't even probably entertain the Carrazzo stuff, but being that it's in the news, it's being reported. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it, but I guess that Liverano guy, that fucking nut job out in Staten Island, was caught saying something. I mean, I don't know if he's a reliable guy. That guy seems fucking nuts. But
yeah, he's another nut job.
I mean, look at Ali Boy Persico, who was a friend of mine. This guy had a really intelligent guy, but at the same time, he also had a little bit of that street in him too. It wasn't like he was totally. He went to St. John's. He was about to study law.
Who that? Ali Boy?
Ali Boy, yeah, Ali Boy's a very intelligent guy. Very
good. I was good friends with him. In fact, my restaurant in Rockville Center was right across the street from his business. So he was by me and I was by him all the time.
But he also had that edge. He wasn't like most of these fucking Mama Lukes that had money and their families that got him made because they were just fucking just had money. That's why. And today, even up to today, these motherfuckers are still giving envelopes to people.
But he was a very smart guy, Persico.
Not Persico. He's not that guy.
No, I'm talking about Ali Boy.
Yeah, Ali Boy. Ali Boy, smart guy. Unfortunately, he's in jail because shit happens. But at the same time, they put the fucking oomph on him because of his last name, and I'm dead. I'm dead. Believe that.
Yeah. But at least he didn't do what John Jr. did.
take the 302s. Never.
That's right. He didn't go on the down low.
No. Right. Yeah. Waiting to blow trial, so he had the fucking ace in the hole. No.
Exactly.
If that was the case, he could do it now. You don't think Ali Boy knows enough shit right now to fucking?
Of course.
No, it's not his. It's not his thing. You understand?
Lewis, did you know there's another guy on YouTube that Mark Caputo, speaking of Junior's 302s, I think he names this guy in reference to the Silva homicide, the Silva stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that guy, that Caputo guy?
I never met him, but he was chased. John Sr. didn't like him, and he chased him. And then it so happened that he was a confidential informant on the down low. We learned later.
I heard that.
What? Is that true?
I heard that from another source. I don't know the guy, so I'm not labeling the guy or nothing like that. But I heard the exact same story from a totally different person. And I'm pretty sure you don't talk to this person, but I heard something similar to that. And that he was chased. Now, was he an informant? I didn't hear that, but I already got chased.
He was chased.
Yeah.
Oh, so you heard he was chased, not the informant thing. Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I just know he's got the channel, right? He's on there, and he's apparently there when that Silva kid was murdered. I don't know.
But if you read John's 302s, John's giving them up in the 302s.
Yeah, that's right. That's what made me think of him, because I know he's on YouTube with his show. So I just wanted to know if you knew him. Caputo says John loved him. Have you seen Joseph stay? Does Lewis believe the allegations against Gravano? So I think there's some new allegations against Sammy the Bull. Lewis, did you hear about this?
About him, that sexual harassment stuff?
Some sort of sexual harassment or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe it.
That's not a gun. I'm just happy to see it. You're the one I've been looking for. All right, so you're pro-gay.
All right, that's enough Sammy for a day. So you believe that he would probably be an old geezer kind of...
Yeah.
Was it a girl or was it a guy that he was hitting on? Or was it a tranny in the room?
If you want to be gay, be gay.
Yeah, so...
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I don't know if that's what you want to do, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, I would believe it.
Okay. We're just asking questions here.
You hear what he says, that he's hard. You see what he says? I'm hard. You ever seen that one?
He's a low life.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look how hard my dick is.
You're so fucking crazy, Brett. I can't.
He's crazy.
Listen, we're running a whack pack show here. I mean,
so, I don't know how he does this shit.
Sammy is a sexual deviant. Always was a switch hitter. Okay.
Always.
Well, let me ask you about that. Let me ask you, Lewis, because all that stuff came out later that maybe he killed this guy because he was having sex with him and all. He was being gay, and
I don't want anybody to know I'm being gay, but
you know,
his boyfriend was Jack Russo. Okay, that's
who's Jack Russo?
Jack Russo was his that was his gumada, whatever she was. Jack Russo was his guy.
Russo on the gay. And then Debbie's brother found out about it. Debbie Gravano. Mm-hmm. So the brother, she found out about it. The brother found out about it, and he whacked the brother. But I think he was banging the brother too.
Schibetta, right?
Yeah, Nick Schibetta.
Yeah, Schibetta. Yeah. What was that crazy story that Joe DiCicco was saying on TV? They were having a party and the dog came out with his hand in his mouth. I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's a true story. They had a party in the backyard. I never forget it. And the dog was digging in the yard and came up with the guy's hand, with Nick's hand.
Nick said, that was the last thing his hand seen was fucking Sammy's prick.
Let me tell you something. We hated this guy so bad. The whole family did. We were in the Poconos one weekend, And Sammy's
Oh,
coming up
gosh.
because he wanted to put new cabinets in the house. So John says to his wife, Vicky, Sammy's coming up. Whatever. When he comes, just let him in. So Peter, myself, his son Peter, myself, and John were inside watching TV, and the doorbell rings, and Vicky, his wife, was a tough bird, and a sense of humor second to none, and she hated Sammy, so she used to call him Johnny. She's Johnny, the cabinet guy's here. She didn't say Sammy's here. The cabinet guy's here. So I go like this, and I'm starting to sweat because I don't know what John's going to do. So John just gets up, goes, lets him in. So whatever, they talk this, and then Vicky comes inside by me and Peter. She don't want nothing to do with him. And so after he leaves, Sammy would never socialize with John. Sammy never on vacation. John never none of that kind of stuff. Seldom dinners. Any dinners they had, it was always at the Ravenite. Never any interfamily twinings. So and John really never socialized with the guy, except for business purposes. So John comes back out. He says, Vicky, what's wrong with you? Everybody hated this guy. Could you imagine the boss's wife refers to him, the cabinet guy is here. That's a true story. You ask anybody that knows John Gotti.
Funny shit.
That way. You ask Angel if she's not sitting on Tony Silo's face. She'll tell you the story.
What do you call her? The fucking cabinet girl?
Who, Angel?
Yeah.
Angel, the plumber came to the house. She fell in love with the plumber. The guy came to put a new shower install around. She fell in love with that guy, the kitchen guy, the HP guy. She was marrying everybody. Poor Angel.
They try to hook you up though, no?
He offered me. He said, marry her. I said,
Marry
Grandpa,
her.
I'll do anything for you, but I can't marry this girl. First of all, she's not even your real daughter. What am I going to marry her for? I'd rather marry Vicky.
That's it. She's gonna fucking do the
She's going to do 20 shows, subscribers only. You can't come in. Yeah. But
Well, here's a good question for Mickey Batts, who just got out of the shower, if anyone doesn't know. Real question for Lewis. It was a known fact that Sammy was a switch hitter. If it was a known fact, why did Senior keep him around? Wouldn't that be a bad look on Senior?
Good question, Mickey Batts.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. John was taking Sammy out. Okay. That arrest comes down. The last arrest, Bretsky, comes down. Before that, John was killing him. Sammy was going. Frankie Lowe wanted him dead. Everybody wanted him dead. The problem was the feds knew John wanted him dead. See, my belief, and people could tell me I'm crazy or I'm wrong, I believe Sammy was on the down low with the feds before that arrest. Because
People have said that. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah.
Okay, when you're in the MCC, Frankie, and you know this, you don't pick up the phone and say, hey, can you connect me with Bruce Mal, head of the Gambino squad?
No.
It don't work that way.
No, it don't work.
Okay, so his wife, Debbie, sweet Debbie Gravano, she was doing the rendezvous. She was doing the hookups with the FBI.
Oh, while he was in there or before?
Yes, before and while he was in there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a fact.
That's how it works. Don't
correct.
like a month or two or whatever. It's not like he's picking up the phone. Because you can
Sammy,
get a correct CO. You could get a corrupt CO.
remember, we corrupted most of those COs in there.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
not
on
gonna
our
play that
payroll.
game.
They were on the
yeah.
Gotti payroll.
I got a story about that. We're gonna do a video on that. How an ex-buddy of mine had fucking whole MDC on lockdown. The COs. They were getting everything up there. Food, felons to visit felons. They were getting anything they want. The vending machines. They had fucking what's his face? Lenny DeMaria put his own fucking vending machines in there.
We had the same thing at the MCC. It was all John's guys doing the vending machines.
Yeah. Well, they got this kid to do it for them because he had it in with the CEO over there. So it was yeah.
Yeah, the MCC and the
You're not going to talk on the phone with somebody and say, hey, look,
exactly.
you're ready to get me out of here. It's got to be family, you know what I mean? Or a family, a girlfriend, somebody like that.
I believe Gravano made all these arrangements a year or two sooner. How do they pick up the Ravenite? How did they pick up that apartment?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's
that's the
right.
There's
yeah.
too
I
many
mean,
things, too many coincidental things, too many
that's the
things.
age-old question, right?
Well, one
Yeah.
thing
What's
we
up,
know,
Fish? How are you? Give me 1 second. Let's just say this is from JJ. Happy birthday, Frank. Frank, I forgot that I was supposed to have a drink for your birthday. I think you held me to that last time, so
yes.
I don't want to forget you. So we're gonna.
Oh, you're drinking the good stuff. I'm drinking the fucking chick shit. You ever drank this before?
You're gonna have a drink.
White Claw.
White Claw. We got this.
I can't drink the hard stuff while I'm on it.
That's good stuff.
Here we go.
That's a
I
good
got
stuff.
this too.
Oh, that's a good stuff.
Got some Eagle Rare, but I'll do the Knob Creek for Francis, for my co-host Francis,
Salute everybody.
What
Salute.
about for me?
Where's
and
yours?
Lewis for joining us for
And
sure.
Lewis, that I hope everything works out and everything's gonna be smooth sailing.
Lewis, you like seltzer, don't you? You're a big seltzer guy, aren't you?
It's a little gassy, Bretsky.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not really into the seltzer scene, but
Oh,
I
okay.
like, you know what I like? I like cranberry juice. I like
Cranberry
apple
juice. Okay.
Yeah, I
Grape
like that.
juice.
It's good for your. It's good for your prostate.
Prune juice.
No, prune juice is not good.
Nah,
How about grape juice?
No, I don't like grape juice. No,
A little kedem, you know?
Bretsky.
She cut a go on one night, your sister over there. She was drinking all that salsa water. She didn't know the mic was on, but boom. Silo was like, "What the fuck is that?" She cut the fucking cheese.
Yeah,
Mike
she was
T
always.
says,
she
I
was
thought
always
Lewis was
doing-
pissed at Brett and Frank.
Man,
Oh,
we
he's-
made up.
We made
Come
up.
on, guy. What the hell?
Come
I don't
on.
think he was pissed at us.
We made up. I mean, I know there was a little incident last time. You know.
Today, we're going to unpack. There's a lot to unpack here. Time to unpack.
Easy motherfucker.
Hey,
Tell him Becky you wanted to unpack, and we let him unpack. And
No.
Listen, what happened was Frankie and I had to sit down, and Brett was reprimanded, and now everything is good.
He's on timeout.
He got a timeout, and he's good now.
Yeah.
The cat's working. The cat's happy.
Oh man.
tried to have a Thanksgiving show. There was some sort of meltdown that happened. I don't know what happened.
Oh, let's not go in that. My little friend Frankie there, he was a little,
I was lit. Yeah, I was lit. That
little
show.
cuckoo.
I-
And you were
I do
busy.
think-
You were busy on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
No, Thanksgiving show. I tried. It was Thanksgiving, right?
No, you were on your honeymoon. I needed
Need
you
a
to help
good
me.
producer.
Not on a honeymoon. I was away, but it wasn't a honeymoon. What's up, Fish? Fish, I saw an old clip of you today. That was
Me
pretty
too.
funny.
Is it the one with you know what?
Yeah,
That one?
with Jimmy
That was
Clinton.
pretty
yeah.
good. That was pretty good.
Lewis, did you read Gotti Jr.'s book, Big Arms Wants to Know?
No. But I didn't read it. But in fact, today when I did the Fox News, they were reading excerpts about what he thought of me.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, he ripped me from pillar to post.
Really?
Yeah. Ripped me from pillar to post.
Doesn't mean nothing. It comes from
Nah, I don't give a shit.
What's up, pro? What's going on?
Yes, proletarian. I was shelved for sandbagging. Yes.
You were shelved, correct.
For sandbagging.
But I removed you from the shelf.
Oh, I'm off the shelf.
You're off the shelf.
Okay.
Off
You're
the
now
shelf.
you're only an acting captain, though.
No more elf on the shelf.
But you have to report to Sakali. He's your captain.
Is he?
Everybody has with this.
There he is.
Watch it, Lewis. Watch it.
He's your skipper. That's your
Watch it.
skipper.
Watch it. I tell you, I think you and Jeff might have to meet. I mean, you're both on Fox. You're both in the eye of Dom Sakali. You might have more in common than
Keep it
you're
up.
both
no.
associates of the life, as we
There
see.
he goes again. There's Jeff.
Listen, you know, don't make me come
Nice
to that
one,
cemetery.
I don't know. I think we could set up. We could set up a debate. That's all I'm saying. No sandbagging, but I like this. I like the idea of debates. I'm big into.
Set it up, Bretsky.
I'm big into debates.
Set it up.
He ain't gonna
Actually,
back
I think
down.
most of the shit I watch on YouTube is probably some debate stuff.
No Sam.
But yeah, I think that would be interesting.
No Lavecchio shit though.
No sandbag, no Lavecchio, none of that.
I don't want to get sandbagged.
No sandbag. No, it's just gonna 190 people. By the way, thanks for hanging out. Let's get to 200. is there 10 more people out there? What is Lewis's opinion on Gotti Sr. being extorted by the Aryan Brotherhood in Marion? Is that true or not?
Not true.
Not true.
Not true.
I mean, you have a bunch of guys taking, and one 60-year-old guy there. Fuck, see if it was the other way around.
Not true. They all loved this guy. He was idolized in there. They used to, when I was on the phone talking, you would hear them screaming because there's no direct contact in Marion at like an ADX. You would hear them screaming, Gotti, Gotti, Gotti. What were they screaming? Because they knew he was on the phone? You can't make this shit up. But a lot of people, the haters, don't want to accept that.
No. And you know what? It's unfortunate that his immediate family, not all of them, but it's easy for people not to like him just because of them,
Listen, Frank, we used to put like $1,500 a month in his commissary, $2,000 a month. Now, back in those days, they didn't have all these you can only spend this, you can only spend that. You could spend a lot more. So in jail, the only thing of any value is your commissary.
Yeah.
And I used to fight with him. He says, "Are you being a cheap Jew?" I said, "What do you mean?" I says, "Grandpa, there's $2,000 in your commissary, but there's nothing there today." I said, "What'd you do with it? You motherfucker! You're telling me what I did with my money?" So I used to Western Union. Oh, back then, you couldn't even Western Union. You have to do the money order at the post office. You got to get 2 money orders and send it in. So he would go to everybody. Even in Marion, it was so limited what you could do, but he would do. That's just who he was. Take care of Herbie Sperling's wife. Take care of this one. Take care of that one.
Well, the one thing you didn't take care of is this, Lewis. Does Lewis regret not marrying Angel?
I regret. Yeah, I do. I regret not marrying her because I would really love to hear her scream when I got done with her.
Your supermarket bill be about $300.
And I would love to hear her scream my name one more time.
How did she yell? She used to yell at you like that?
No, she used to.
Cheers, Maureen. Cheers.
She would see me. She'd get wet.
All right. Listen. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to a drier topic. Did John like Entenmann's? Me myself, I'm a Louisiana crunch cake kind of guy.
He did not like Entenmann's, but he liked devil dogs.
Devil dogs. Wow. Yeah. I know Entenmann's was.
John was not an Entenmann guy.
Not an Entenmann's guy, but devil dogs. What is that? That's a Hostess product, I believe, or a Drake's or something.
I don't know, Brett. You might know.
I think it's like a Hostess. So I think Hostess makes them.
The Hostess devil dogs, yeah.
A Hostess devil dog.
Or Drake's. I don't know, whatever.
Twinkies, they were all in the fucking same realm.
Gotti told us on national TV what he thought about his immediate family.
And what did he say?
Well, that's not good stuff.
That's what Nina Rock says. Well, yeah. Well, listen, we don't have to repeat it. We know.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop covering. Why don't you stop it already?
Try to hold my laughs in. I don't want to. Cupcakes, yeah, cupcakes. Did you ever meet Bill? So that's a good question. Did you meet Bill Guy, the guy in California, right?
No, never met him.
The guy with the Jewish deli.
I don't think John ever met him either.
Yeah, I don't think so. He could have ran.
I heard he had great pastrami, though. I gotta be honest.
Pete was in charge of Billy Gotti, the imbecile Pete.
He said that he was the best one out of all of them.
Well, he ran away. He probably was the smartest one.
Smart. He had that popular deli over there in Los Angeles. What's up, Mustache? How are you, Armand?
And where did he get the money from?
Where did he get the money from that? From Maya Lansky. Who do you think he got? Where did he
get the money from? From brother John.
You never met Billy?
Never met Billy.
That'd be a
Why
great.
don't you get out of here? Go build one of them Jewish delis and get it out of my face.
Name it
That's
Katz.
how it happened, huh?
He named it Katz's Deli.
No, what was the name of it?
I don't know.
What was the name of that deli? It was something something square. Something square, I'm going to say.
Oh, SquarePants.
Gotti Deli lost. I think it's something square or some shit. Hold on, let's look it up. Gotti's Deli.
Come on, Bretsky, get your stuff going.
Victor Square. I was close. Bill Gotti, owner of Victor Square Restaurant in Hollywood, makes his way into. I think they closed within the past couple of years or whatever. But I got to tell you, Lewis, all the Los Angeles Jews, they swore by it. They
Really?
loved that deli,
Love that deli.
Victor Square. They had great beef tongue over there. Phenomenal.
Oh, I miss my Jewish
You're
delis.
so out of your fucking. Where did you come from, Brad? Where the
Did
fuck-
you guys ever go to the Dude Ranch?
Which one?
I don't fucking know.
No, we never went to no Dude Ranch. Jackie, the other Jackie Giordano used to go to the Dude Ranch with his fucking.
That's
play with his
Handsome
play with
Jack
those-
over there.
Yeah, Handsome
So
Jack
he-
used to play
he
with
is-
his fucking ponies.
He used to he's got
Giordano.
horses.
I don't know why they called him Handsome Jack. He was an ugly motherfucker.
He got
Maybe
shot
they
in
were
Manhattan,
making
didn't
fun
he?
of him.
They crippled him. He used to walk
They
around in a
crippled him. Yeah,
wheelchair.
yeah. They shot him in Manhattan. They crippled him.
Because he was so well liked.
191 people.
the
Did you deal with Alite, John Elite?
Yeah, I like John Alite.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's all right.
Well, that's
I'm-
right.
I'm-
He shouted you out recently on the show. I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
know you guys
doing,
were-
I'm doing a documentary with him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're
That
gonna
brings
do-
something to my mind, Lewis.
Yes, Brett.
This
Steve.
woman who wrote a book with this guy Jimmy Easy Sirocco.
Yeah,
Are you writing a book with this woman? Is she writing your book?
she's reached out to me, but I've made no commitment with her.
Okay.
Actually,
your
I
book
thought I
needs
was-
to be like,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
do-
Yeah, no. Your book's
I-
got to
I
be.
wanna-
real-
I'm gonna do my. I want to do my book with you as my ghost, Brett.
Oh, okay.
There you,
We can
there
do
you
that.
go. Or
There you go.
Spielberg, or fucking somebody like that.
Why has it
Peter
got to be a
Mark.
Berg? Can it be something else? It has to be a Berg.
Or you guys do all
I gotta have a
things
burger in there or Schwartz.
like- Or Aussie Shorts.
My mother's maiden name. My mother's
Aussie
maiden
Schwartz.
name. Schwartz.
Aussie Schwartz is going to write the
Right.
book.
That's right. I'm gonna have you bar mitzvah.
Very nice. Very
Better than
nice.
circumcised.
Did we're gonna do a bris? Did Lewis know?
Keep the change.
Did Lewis know?
Why did rabbis do circumcisions? Because they always keep the tips.
Yeah, no, I would get him. I would get him a good rabbi because we don't want to take too much off.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
I don't have
Give-
enough to spare. Yeah, you gotta
That's a
be
good break.
nice to me. Did Lewis? This is from our buddy Corruption Connection. Did Lewis know Mike DeBarry, John's guy out in Las Vegas?
No, I didn't know John had a guy in Vegas. We never let him go to Vegas. So
Forget about
Yeah,
it.
that
You
might
know?
not-
that one he was the boss anyway.
That's probably not a good idea. Andrew Adams says Ben's sucks. I think there's one Ben's in Florida. I don't know where it is, but I think
And
there
he's
is.
right. Benz does suck.
There is a Ben's in Florida.
Correct.
He used to walk around in a wheel. He used to walk. Is that what you said before? He used
That's
to
what I
walk.
said.
He used to walk around in a wheelchair.
He
Yeah.
used to walk around in a fucking wheelchair.
That's kind of is that right to say? He used to walk around in a wheelchair.
He used to walk a wheelchair.
Wheelchair.
When the head
Okay.
starts going, that's what they do. Somebody.
What did he have it on a leash or something? He was
Yeah, we had.
walking.
It was on a leash. Exactly right.
Enough with the Hebrew lingo before somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
Listen, you
knock it
fucking
off.
putz. Knock it off, you putz. I'll take a pastrami from Ben's right now. Yeah, I mean, I would take one too.
Where's Ben's?
So you and John, you're going to be doing stuff together because he shouted you out on one of his shows recently. I didn't know you guys were like cool like that.
How
Yeah,
they
no,
shot
we-
him?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's my friend.
I
You know,
like-
Lewis.
Yeah, I like. I like John. John's been through a lot. This guy was in jail in
Brazil.
Brazil. He was abandoned by Junior. He did a ton of work for Junior.
Yeah.
Just the guy. He's a good guy. He really is. He's been through a lot. His daughter passed away.
Yep.
He's really been through a lot. So yeah, we're gonna do some stuff together, and me and him talk a lot. And yeah, so
I asked him, John, because he came to visit me where I'm at. I go, John, what the fuck? What was a Brazil jail like? He goes, you see that light bulb? There was one light bulb. That was the only fucking thing lit in the fucking place at night time. I said, Jesus Christ.
guy's been through a lot. Really a lot.
He did 2
Yes,
years.
that is true, Beasky. Yeah, that is true. Let's see. Hold on. Is it true that John Gotti liked to eat at Cracker Barrel? Never heard that one. I think we're getting trolls over.
Yeah,
Fucking trolls
he
over
went to
here.
Cracker Barrel with Roro.
I think we're getting trolls over here. Hey, what's wrong with Roro? What are you doing?
I like Roro.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Roro. Actually, I want to give you an exclusive. John Gotti used to go to Cracker Barrel with Jeff Nadeau.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And you heard it here on 52 New York Crime Spot, 52 topics with
Was
Frankie
it-
Fiorino.
Really? What did they do? They do the Sunday chicken, the Sunday
They
buttermilk
did the
chicken?
Sunday chicken.
Right.
And Jeff Nadeau used to sit in the chair and quack. He used to go quack, quack.
Oh, so he's the new quack quack, Jeff. Is
He
that
was
what it
the
was?
quack, quack.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
You didn't know that, New York Crime
Interesting.
Spot.
I really
did not
love
know
to
that.
know that. That's
The
great.
dude with the Genovese. That's
There he
right.
is.
Look
There
like
he
him.
is.
Huh.
There he is, my friend Jeff Nadeau.
That's the dude's Puerto Rican sidekick.
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
Yeah. And Jeff used to keep
Chihuahua.
his hair long in Cracker Barrel.
The dude was with the Genovese. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Lewis, did you know any Friedmans from Long Beach, Long Island?
Friedmans? Well, I knew Irving Friedman. I knew Harry Friedman. I knew Henry Friedman. I know a lot of Friedmans.
Well, as long as you didn't know those Great Neck Friedmans, that's it.
No, the Great Neck Friedman. Those are the Iranian Friedmans.
Those Friedmans are no good.
No,
Did you know Drew Diamond Phillips?
I met him once.
He was a Look, he's laughing. What's funny over there?
They are my in-laws.
Yeah.
I got that from fucking Saturday Night Live. I'm not gonna steal that material.
Okay.
Jewish folks are some of the funniest people out there, especially in comedy. I love Mel Brooks. Always love Mel Brooks.
Lewis, your feelings on the current war? Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, mustache. I don't want to do that. Sorry. No politics. No politics.
Gretzky's nose.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
No.
I don't want to do it. And they do used to sell hot dogs. All right.
Jesus,
Poor
God,
Nadeau.
As long as they were kosher, natural casing, that's all good. All right. John Elite has balls. He went down to Mexico to meet with cartel guys.
I
He
think
does
that's
have balls, I'll tell you that.
I think that was that one guy over there. What's his name? JC. They retired him. He sold a whole bunch of marijuana.
Let me tell you guys something. No one tells the story better about Junior Gotti than John Alite.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I was on the streets. That was his attack dog. 100%.
His attack dog. He did
Yeah,
everything for Junior.
yeah.
Everything. And then some.
When he first came out saying, he was, him and Junior did this and that and the third, you had that fucking sister. I hate to mention her again. Oh, they didn't even know each other. Then little by little, there's pictures. Well, yeah, but they only knew each other for a year, 2 years, and to the point that, she was looking like a lie all the time. She might as well just said they knew each other instead of looking like a fucking complete imbecile. I was there. I was living in those times in Queens. That was his attack dog, 100%. I got no reason.
100%. Yep.
I got no reason to lie.
I know Sam Friedman from Fresh Meadow. All right. Well, a lot of people know
All right,
Friedmans, I guess.
A lot of
people know
Friedmans
the
in Fresh Meadows.
A lot of people know the Friedmans. Yeah, there is a lot of Fresh Meadows to Jamaica Estates, a lot of Jewish people over there. What's Lewis's opinion on Greg DePalma?
The senior or junior?
Senior's Greg.
Greg DePalma.
Senior was a loud mouth.
Yeah, I hear that.
Caused a lot of problems, and the son became a cooperator, and then committed suicide, and then tried to off himself.
Gotti eating at Cracker Barrel. People believe anything on Google. Was that a real story that was out there? I thought it was a joke. Even Michael Francis fell for it. So that was really out there. I thought you just made that. I thought you just made that up in the thing. John Gotti.
Chuck E. Cheese. That's where he used to go.
John Gotti, Cracker Barrel. Come on, guys.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Why am I even fucking typing this in Google? But we'll see. Mafia Dons and their favorite foods. Oh, Mafia Dons and their favorite food. This is the International Wine and Food Society.
Oh,
So let's go to John Gotti. Cracker Barrel. John Gotti, the Dapper Don, earned a reputation for being both ruthless and stylish during his tenure as a boss of the New York's crime families, blah, blah, blah. According to Jeffrey Goldberg of Slate.com, Gotti enjoyed dining at the Cracker Barrel restaurant. Too much whiskey already. Cracker Barrel restaurant chain, chowing down on chicken, biscuits, and chicken fried steak. Confirming the story, a source close to Gotti replied, "How much Italian food can you eat?"
Must have been Angel.
Lewis,
Yeah.
is this true?
Listen,
Must have been
what I
Angel.
heard is he liked the peasant
Angel-
food.
Frankie,
beans,
Angel gave up
right.
another family secret.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not her families though. The
No,
guy who
no,
lived-
not her, definitely not her family. We all know
yeah,
that.
he's still alive. He was at the St. Patty's Day parade. Our real dad.
Yeah, Daddy was at the parade, right?
Yeah, Rickard.
Rickard. That's her daddy.
St. Rickard.
Call me Daddy.
Does Lewis know anything
Love
about the
it.
new informant that you guys have talked about before, the one that got beat up for the fireworks? Yes, so his name is Jimmy Easy Sirocco. We brought it up before, Armand, because I don't know, Lewis was kind of maybe talked with that woman who wrote the book about that guy to maybe do a book on him. Did you know that guy, that Sirocco guy? John Ailey says he beat him up one time.
Twice.
No, I never knew him.
They soft beating him up and then they gave him a second beating. He said he
Really
was,
said he was there for one. Yeah, I was there for the one in Queens, not for the one in Brooklyn. You know, we beat him up a couple of times. Yeah.
but he said the second time they left him for dead. And but he was no killer, but he was a tough kid. Listen,
Well,
they
that's
were
the problem.
fucking-
He said he had bodies, and he says, "Well, you know,
Right,
my stuff is
bodies,
my
and
stuff
all
is all
that
sealed."
That's like the go-to for fucking these informants. You know, they're like they need to tell people they had bodies to like, what you told. They won't give a fuck what you got. You know what I mean?
Corruption Connection says the government has a wiretap conversation of Gotti talking to Mikey DeBarry about skimming money out of the Continental Casino in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you said you didn't know him. Apparently, you weren't up on that. All right.
Right.
You weren't hanging out with the Cowboys. I get it. Motor City Bart says condolences, Lewis.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
That wasn't for your mom. That was for being on the show tonight with us. That's actually why he
Okay.
said that.
Appreciate that too.
That Joe Barone looks like fucking one of the mobsters in The Simpsons. He has that Simpson look to him.
He does
you
look
know?
like a Simpson. He does look like Bart Simpson's brother.
No,
Yeah.
not about it. I'm not trying to, but he has that old.
He's beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Listen,
Do you know Joe Barone? Do you know anything about him, Lewis?
I know he was a cooperator for 20 years.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, he's beat up pretty bad. Nice enough guy to talk to, but he's been beat up, and he still idolizes Sakali. I said to
Well,
him, "How
the
could
thing-
you idolize that piece of shit?"
Well, the thing he says
never
that
heard-
they were close and they were friends on the street, but he never said anything to the authorities about Sakali. He always kind of tried to,
Yeah, he tried to protect Sakali, but Sakali treated him like a piece of shit on the street.
Greatest 1983. Barone is a simp son. Yeah.
Son.
Shout out Cracky
Joe
Nico.
Barone. They whacked his father. Joe Barone's been through a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So,
Was he a
Barone
Bronx?
and Joey look alike.
I'm not saying good or bad what he did or what he didn't do, but he's been through a lot of shit in life.
Wow.
I'm sorry. If John Sr. wanted Sammy dead for real, he wouldn't have told Lewis. No way, Chad D says.
Okay, Chad.
Chad, no way. You see, okay.
Barone is in his 60s. If he's in his 60s, he looks good for his 60s. But I don't know if he
Yeah,
might be in his
he's in
mid
his
50s.
60s,
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
No, he's in his 60s.
He is. All right. Well, I got to give it to him. He looks good for his 60s. I mean, even if he does look like
He does
look like
take care of
Homer,
himself.
even
goes
if he
to the
does look like
gym.
Homer Simpson, I mean, he looks good for his age. So
He's
when
like
people
Bart.
cooperate, do they know? So when people cooperate, do they no longer hate the ones that cooperate on them? How does that work?
It's a mentality that you get for a guy like Joe Barone, who was under for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been there, but it has to be a crazy dynamic for him. And I guess he justifies it because of what happened to his dad. And it's not that Joe Barone stays with rats. Joe Barone stays by himself and his girl and a couple of friends that he has. He doesn't hang out with anybody.
Right.
So he knows Sakali. So they have that symbiotic thing going, But I think he's smart enough to know that Sakali's, a garbage pail. I think because Joe Barone's a smart guy.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot more
This guy was
measured.
on the down. Bretsky, this guy was on the down low for 18 years or 15 years. You know,
Yeah.
you're
No, I
talking
know.
a lot of maneuvering going on there.
Like fucking getting clipped there. That shit never came out. He would have fucking.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Yeah.
Put him right through a fucking meat fucking.
Think about it. Every time this guy went to a meeting, he didn't know if he was leaving dead or alive.
Yeah. That's a great
Kasman.
movie, Armin, by the way.
Wow, Kasman, who clipped Catherine Narducci's father? I didn't know Catherine Narducci's father was clipped. I had no
I
idea.
didn't even know Catherine Narducci had a father.
What are you gonna tell me?
I was waiting for Brett to tell me.
Yeah, Narducci. I had no fucking idea.
I have no idea. I didn't know that she had a dad that was clipped. I had no idea. I know. I will say that somebody wrote me a crazy email in reference to her once and people she was dating, but that's 200 people here. Thank you so much. Thank you
200
so
people.
much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Great birthday present from you guys. Thank you.
Frank, doesn't Barone remind you of the character that Dana Carvey played in the movie Trapped in Paradise with that?
Sort of. Yeah. Great movie, by the way. Nicolas Cage, John Lovitz. You know who John Lovitz looks like? Anthony Reggiano. You don't think so? John Lovitz is going to play
their money, legitimate money,
does
I would be
Anthony-
on the Mediterranean right now, sitting back, having someone put grapes in my mouth, and we know who that would be. If I had their money, legitimate money, I would be on the Mediterranean right now, sitting back, having someone put grapes in my mouth, and we know who that would be.
You okay, Lewis? You all right?
All right. Who's going to put the
We got
grapes
Mark
in?
Caputo next. Don't worry about it.
Of course, that'd be Angel. We're giving him some
Oh,
grapes.
listen, that's
man
my sister.
skinny,
Don't
and a
talk
man
about my
skinny.
sister.
I bet.
No, Catherine Narducci's dad is not Frank Narducci. No, unless he had her when he was like 7 years old. But no, it's not.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Ruggiano Jr. All right, let's not be mean. He's harmless. Come on, he's all right.
He's
Yeah,
harmless. Leave him
Is
alone.
it crepes or grapes? I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out, man.
Wait,
He'll
Still trying
repeat
to-
it several times.
The quapes.
Say it again.
He'll repeat it several times.
Yeah, the quapes.
It's grapes. It's not grapes. It's grapes.
Crepes, grapes. I don't know what it is. I don't even know. And he says we know who that would be. I don't know who that would be. Who is that? Who would that be? Who would that be?
It would
Let's
Ronnie
listen to that one more
Malone.
time. Lewis, tell me who this would be. Hold on.
If I had their money, legitimate money, I would be on the Mediterranean right now, sitting back, having someone put grapes in my mouth, and we know who that would be.
Who would that be? Like, who is that?
We know who that would be.
Who would that be, Lewis? You're around these guys, Lewis. Who would that be?
Who? Chef Nadeau?
It
No.
could be Jeff Nadeau. It could be
Giacomo?
no. He don't like Giacomo.
We don't like Giacomo.
No.
Who would that be? We know what that would be. We know who that would be. Who would that be? A hot woman, I guess. Is that what he means? Like, it would be a hot
it could
woman.
be
A sexy woman.
At first,
Maybe-
I thought he's
it
great.
might be Martha Stewart. He loves Martha Stewart.
Ooh, Martha Stewart.
And don't forget, Martha did Time, so that they have a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, Martha did about 6 months, I think.
That'd be
Yeah.
like fucking, what's that island? Devil's Island, both of them.
No,
Wow.
Epstein Island.
No. This is the Mediterranean. This is
Yeah,
don't forget.
but Anthony would go to Epstein Island.
Yeah, would he go into that house with the dome on
The
the
house
top?
with the in the dentist's office chair, and he'd lay on the chair, and they'd put the grapes in his mouth.
You're the one I've been looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's-
I thought he said crepes. You know, like the
Quapes.
Belgian crepes. And then somebody put quapes in his mouth.
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
grapes. I think it's grapes.
Yeah, it is great. Well, if you translate it, it's grapes.
When you're born 10 months, you get a speech impediment. It's fucking fat.
Yeah, that's what I think, Charles. I think it's just a hot Mediterranean woman. I think we know who that would be. I guess it just means it's a hot woman.
You know who that would be. Like, who the fuck would that be?
I heard Reggiano trying to say something about being a role model, and he kept calling him a road model. Well, some people are on the road, some people are not on the road, I guess. I don't know.
He's not a bad guy. He's a good guy, Anthony.
No, I actually like him. I mean, listen, he's a
Yeah, he's a
little.
good guy. You're talking. This guy is sober 25 years.
I think he's a nice guy. He speaks in
No,
Ebonics a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But
Just know
Listen,
that you need an
he's
umbrella.
also been through hell. His father was a captain. They treated his father like a piece of shit. Okay.
is that true?
Yeah. Fat Andy. His father was a tough guy. A real legitimate.
No,
tough guy.
I know that. But I mean, you're saying that they treated him like a piece of shit.
Of course, they took Richie Gotti took his vending machines away. They abused this guy.
Well, he had to disappear for a while, right? He was on the land with the bikers or some shit.
He joined the fucking Mongols.
He
but
came
they-
back to the fucking looking like
He had a fucking beard.
Anthony, his father, was treated terrible. Yeah.
yeah, no. I think Anthony Ruggiero, I think he seems like a really nice guy. Yeah, no,
Yeah, he's a
we're just having fun. Yeah, I would, we have fun. We have fun.
I would love to have him.
He didn't bother nobody.
No,
We
Anthony,
spoke about Big Mark and the Red Doors. We spoke about that. I mean, if there's a couple of things people keep asking, if I'm not bringing them up, there's probably a reason for that. So you could type
Somebody
it like
says here.
70. You could type it 79 times. If I haven't said it yet, there's a reason for it. What that is, the world
Well,
may
if
never know.
you're-
Just like the Tootsie.
Sammy types it 69 times.
Just like the Tootsie Roll Pop, guys. The world may never
That's
know.
right.
Okay?
Angel will eat you and drink you out of house and home. 100%.
Yes, tell it, Lewis. They took everything away from Fat Andy, says Nino Rock, 1965.
It's true. They did.
you ever had a chicken pot pie? He brags about a chicken pot pie.
Angel makes a good chicken pot pie.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. She puts it right in your face.
No. I'm good.
Chicken pot pie.
What's
What's
she
the
gonna
problem?
You're gonna put her pie in my face. What the fuck?
She'll mount you and put that chicken pot pie right in your face. My sweet little angel.
Sorry I asked. God damn.
All right. What do we got here? Okay, let's see. So we got a couple more questions here.
ahead.
What's up? Hey, what's up, Wash and Wear Bandit? How are you? How you doing, Wash and Wear
Red
Bandit?
Bandit.
What's up, Sven Larson? How are you, Sven Larson? From
what's up?
over somewhere over there in the
Mark.
Netherlands, Sweden. I don't know, some homogeneously white country somewhere in the Netherlands. Is Angel's Chicken Pot Pie kosher, Miguel?
Only half of it.
Yeah, only Murray's chicken only. That's the only
Murray's
chicken.
Murray's, and the other half is Frank Perdue.
Yeah, Murray's vaginal cream.
Because we went to the Castellano family to get the other half of the chicken. So we don't have to pay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you didn't know that. The Castellanos, you didn't know that. No.
Did you ever meet Paul Castellano?
I met him
Louis?
once.
Okay.
Yeah, we went up to the White House in Toad Hill.
Told her,
Went up to the White House
The White House.
and told.
But we had to wait at the door because the maid was in the back taking care of the boss.
Jesus Christ, gross.
Oh yeah, Gloria. What's her name? Gloria Velarte, whatever. the hell her name
Gloria
is.
Velarte. You met her, Bretsky.
Of
Yeah.
course I did. She used to clean
You
my
met
house.
her. Come on.
After he passed away, she was cleaning our house.
Hmm? We actually had a child together. We named him Paul. Actually,
Pauline.
Little
He got-
Paul.
little Paul.
You named him Little Paul.
Had a
Little
son named
Paul.
Pauline.
Paul Perdue, whatever my last name is. Why would they fuck Fan Andy like that? Next guy they let be, it's backwards fuck show. I don't know what you wrote.
Because
down,
that's what the fucking mobsters do. When you go to jail, they fuck you. Hello.
That's
Come
true.
on, Frank. Speak to that.
I mean, I guess
There's
so.
a lot of that going on for sure.
What do you think
know
about
what?
Sammy getting baptized, Lewis? By the way, what do you think about that?
You
I
see
think
Sammy
that's
get
wonderful.
baptized?
It just came to my head.
He got baptized?
Yes,
Yeah.
they dumped him in the water, in the pool, and everything.
Was it a baptism or was it a mikvah?
It's great. Show
No, they put him in the thing. He came up looking
Listen,
like Gollum, and
That piece of shit is so dirty that if they ever baptized him, the baptized bath would explode.
no, they did.
They
He got
did.
dunked and everything.
Watch. You want to see it?
Why did they hold him under? Show me.
I found God. I wanted to be made in God's image. I don't want to be made in the mafia.
Yeah.
Show me. Show me the picture, Brett.
You want to
Steve.
see it?
Yes.
It's my house now. This is where I live. It's awesome. I live in heaven. I live with Jesus Christ. I may live here and walk in that door. I may die tomorrow, but I'm going there.
You took the blood oath. You agreed to keep your mouth shut. You knew you weren't entering fantasy land.
Bust your fucking mouth wide open. I'm gonna put you on your fucking knees and I'm gonna make you suck my dick.
No safety or surprise, the end.
Who the fuck in the mob says stop the baloney? What kind of statement is that?
Get into your eyes again. Can you picture what will be? So limitless and free, desperately in need of.
You're
There you
out
go.
of control. You are
You
out
asked
of
for it.
fucking control.
Wait,
That's
wait, do you
10
have it?
stars. That's 10 stars.
You like
Hey,
that one?
listen. I told you he was made in God's image. Now he's not made in the mafia. What do you think?
God's image. I love it. I love it. They should have held him under, though. Why did they hold that piece of garbage under?
They should have held him under longer. You think?
Held him under longer. Or you know what they should have put in his mouth? That's what they should have did for him. He would have loved it.
That was his cock over there, fucking for the Godfather.
Yeah.
Ted Murphy says it must have been the Church of Satan.
It still looked like that. Some fucking crazy shit was going on.
Yeah, no, we saw that a while back, and we were very impressed with it. He was made in God's image. He was baptized in a church. But you know, it's one of those churches where you can walk in and like 7 days later, all of a sudden you belong. Not like not Catholic or Orthodox. It's like one of these
Like
things.
in Vegas, one of those Vegas
Yeah,
churches.
it's like getting married in Vegas. 5 minutes. All it takes is you're born again.
$32 in a fucking receipt.
Yeah. How's next Wednesday, Sammy? You want to be born again next Wednesday? Does that work for you? 9 a.m.
Oh yeah, that works out real good, Bo. That works out real good.
Bring the boys. Bring the boys.
Yeah.
Bring the boys.
I
What do we
saw
got? How
a
many
young
people we
girl.
How many people we got?
Get the girls. Just bring the
209.
boys.
209,
I want
mother.
the boys.
It ain't going.
Please bring me the boys.
She wants the boys.
I
Bring me
saw
Jack
a young
Russo.
blonde
Bring me
boy.
Jack Russo. Bring me Nick Shabata.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm glad. Listen, Louis, I'm glad you're back to your old self. Okay.
Yeah, well, when I'm with you with Brett, I enjoy myself.
Yeah, and we love having you on.
All right,
I love
Louis.
being on.
Do you want a confrontational question or not?
Yes, of course. I love
I
him.
know you don't. I know you don't hide. You want a confrontational one? All right, Carlo's back with some confrontational questioning. Carlo's a friend of mine, by the way. He says, "What goes through your mind the first time you sit at a table with a woman you called a mother, knowing you're wearing a wire and she's not a criminal?"
Okay, let's get into that.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Carlos.
Fix my chair.
When I went there, okay, she was not supposed to be there. I was going there because I wanted to record with pleasure her offspring by the name of John A. Gotti Jr., A for Angelo. Unfortunately, the FBI's intelligence was wrong. And when I got there, Mrs. G was there, who I love. And I did everything to get out of there. And I was out of there in about 5 minutes. So I wouldn't, number one, the FBI, if they would have said to record her, I would have declined and they would take him before Judge Garifas. Never would have happened. Unfortunately, like I said, their intelligence was wrong. And I've said this numerous times. When I got there, hugs, kisses, greeted her, and talked about nonsense and left. So I hope that clears that up.
So it was there anything on these recordings that
Nothing.
were pertinent to anything they wanted to know, or
Nothing. How are you? How do you feel? What's going on? I'm sorry to hear what happened. You know,
I mean, to be fair, she never got charged with anything.
there was no. It was like we were talking about nothing, zero. She's not a part of any criminal enterprise.
Yeah. Carla says, thank you for answering, by the way.
No problem, Carla.
Thank you.
And I'm not being, because
And I've answered this question 100 times, but people in this genre.
Hey, it's called Jandra, by the way.
Jandra. Right.
Thank you.
Jandra. You know, like to sensationalize this bullshit, but it's okay.
I don't know. The whole excuse sounds like bullshit to me. What's the difference? Just tell the truth now. You can't dial up something like that. Ooh.
Armand, I'm telling the truth. What do you want to hear from me? That's the truth. Listen to the tapes. You know what? I'm going to give Brett copies of that tape on the next show.
Ooh.
I'm going to give it to Brett in the cemetery. In the cemetery, I'm going to give it to Brett.
Hey, watch it. So let's get to so John Rubio used sunglasses, Ray-Bans 10 years ago on Joey. Yeah, John Rubio. I don't think he's a great guy, to be honest with you. Is there a specific moment of betrayal, a conversation, a recording, a piece of testimony that still keeps you up at night?
No. I'm good. I did everything I could for that man. I got him. I was his advocate through his entire incarceration till he died. Listen, I delivered the eulogy at his funeral. Need I say more? Not his son, not his one daughter, his legitimate daughter, Vicky. Me. No one else. Does that speak volumes? You know about funerals.
Not about it.
Brett, you're familiar with funerals, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You've done a few this week.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, so
I didn't even get that until that punchline. Yeah. No, I mean, there's no question about it. You guys were close.
And, in fact, I was thinking of starting a business for people
that hire me. You're gonna hire me?
For people that want someone to deliver eulogies.
Oh, really? You're going to be a Googleizer?
I could be a Googleizer or a eulogist.
They got AI now. They don't need you. They can get anybody. They can
but I'm figuring Brett could. I'm going to make cards up, and Brett could refer me. Hey, listen, if you're looking for somebody to deliver a eulogy, like a rabbi or a priest,
we got Louis Kasman.
Brett the eulogist.
You got a lot of practice, Louis. Maybe we can put that on the cards. Same guy who did John Gotti's eulogy could now do yours.
Do you know, Brett? I want to promote it.
All right, let's do it. All right, so let's see it. So let's practice. Let's practice. Okay. So let's see. Michael Esposito of Howard Beach has passed away, and he's over at Romanelli, and they're laying him out, and they say, "Wow, we need a great eulogizer here." And here comes Louis Kasman. Well, what are you going to say about Mr. Esposito?
I would go with Anthony Reggiano for the eulogy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
if he can pronounce it. But listen,
he was a good man. He gave to the church. He only killed 3 people, and that's a very low amount of people to kill. He only had 2 gumadas, and
that's low as well.
And he was a good man, you know. And we love him. And we're going to send him to rest. We got a good price at this special cemetery. Good price because he didn't have enough money to bury him. But he's a good man. And we're going to pass around the hat. And I want everybody to contribute a couple of dollars, like you were in church.
Yeah. We got
You know, and we got the flower guy, and he's going to let you could pay him in a month. He's a good guy, the flower guy. The flower guy's around Tony Ubats, so you don't have to worry about it. And the cemetery guy, I got this guy Bretsky. And we're gonna, and everything is good, and he's a good man, and he wants to say he loves you. He loves you, Mrs. Esposito. He loves you, Gumata Esposito. He loves all the kids, and God bless and be well. And I'm here, and from my heart and from John Gotti's heart, we send our love and our prayers. And God bless you, and God bless America, and God bless Donald Trump.
You can't leave America out. You can't
We
leave
can't leave
America.
America, and we can't leave DJT out. We can't. He's a wonderful president.
There you go. Well, how about this? What is this, Lewis? I think is that you back there?
That's me. Where do you get Brett? Oh my
Where
God.
is that? Is that you with
That's
the
me.
Gotti kid?
You do that.
That's me, Peter, and that's John going into the private plane with the Papavero. There's a Papavero from Papavero's funeral home. You have
Papavero
no
funeral,
connection with
yes.
the Papavero people.
Papa Roach.
He doesn't bury in your cemetery.
No, not usually. No.
No, he doesn't like your cemetery.
No, this is more of a St. John's kind of
Yeah. Well, because they kick him back 500.
St. Mary, St. John.
St. Mary, St. John, they give him 500 a body.
Yeah,
And- And over here, this is us going into the plane. Yeah.
That's going into the plane from out in okay.
Out in Springfield.
Springfield. There you go.
There you go.
Interesting. Yeah, this is a cool photo, huh?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
The hottest girl in Essex County wants to know. Question for Lewis: are you single?
Tonight I am, yes.
All right, look at that. Yeah, how can you go wrong with that?
Very nice, very nice. Lewis
Like
Kasman
that.
is definitely Larry David. That's some shit. He would become a eulogist. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Bread makeup cards, and for every funeral you get me, we'll
You
work
cut
it
it.
out.
Say it with the accent. Lewis Kasman, eulogy. You killing me. You kill
Eulogy.
Lewis the eulogists.
Yeah.
Geologist.
Lewis the eulogists.
I wonder what would Jeff Ney do? What would Jeff Ney do? Think?
What would he think if you were eulogizing people?
Yeah, if I was a eulogizer.
I don't know. He might want a piece of the action.
He would
Yeah,
want
he
to
might.
I put on Reggiano to rock me to sleep at night. His voice is like velvet to my ears. You got some, what do you got, cauliflower ear? You get punched in the head too many fucking times?
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
No, like we said, he's a good guy. We like him. What's
He's a
up,
good-
Scott? How are you? All right, we got 191 people still hanging out. Thank you so much. Lewis, thank you for coming on. We appreciate that, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Papavero did my entire family. Wow, your whole family was
Really?
at the same funeral. Wow, interesting.
Oh, did he do them all at once?
Whoa, hey. Hey,
Mink,
Well,
yeah.
that's-
Hey,
that's-
the whole
I had
family at
I
once?
had a joke there, but I abandoned it
I would
halfway
like to
through.
ask you, because he was very
said-
close.
Was
Major
it was
Prince very close with the Rispinellis.
was Angel there? Oh my! Angel missed that. She didn't get a
Oh, my
piece of
God.
the action.
Charles, we
my little
love you,
angel.
Charles. You
Nice
know we
guy.
love you. We know we
Wait
love
a second. Tony Silo's calling me.
Tony
Hello?
Silas. How
Yeah,
you
Tony,
doing?
what's up? She's mad at me. Why? What's the matter? Tell her she won't. Tell her not to worry. Tell her take a shower. I'll be over in 20. All right,
Jesus
Tony.
Christ. There you go. You heard it here. So it's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tony Silo just called me.
If Tony Silo called, he's gonna get jealous though.
Well, my viewers on my stream here, I just went to 0. Is that possible? No.
What
I don't
happened?
think it's possible. My viewership on the StreamYard says 0 people are here.